if you were up, at what time did I leave the house? 10 to 5 this morning. The moon was it was like this big, and it was shining through. It was just incredible. Anyway, good morning, Monday morning. I've got a day off tomorrow. I know you're sick of the sight of me. Natasha's back tomorrow. But let's enjoy today while we can. Now, I've got to start the show with an apology. We should have had Amanda Wyatt on today, but sadly Amanda Wyatt's at home, very, very poorly, with the flu in bed, so she's not going to be here. But we have got Deborah Simms, so we're going to have 2 hours with me and 2 hours with Deborah. So shall we have a look at today's menu? Here it is. Today's menu got fashionable, no we haven't, fabulous fashionable fabric at 8 o'clock. Easy for you to say, matey. At 9 o'clock, we've got the fit and flare dress. That's with Deborah Simms. At 10 o'clock, we've got John's. Now, I don't think there's such a word as tool time. I think there should be a gap in between there. John's tool time and book showcase. And then at 11 o'clock, we've got the girls' top and skirt with Deborah Simms. Have a look. This is the fit and flare dress that Deborah's going to be doing. It's nice, isn't it? Isn't that lovely? That is so cute. Size 12 we've done it as, but the pattern, oh, now the pattern's fantastic because it's one with all different, it's all in one, you know how we normally go, this one's the small, this one's the, it's all in one, but it's got all these different things about fitting it and everything. It's fantastic. So that's at the 9 o'clock. And then at 11 o'clock, look how cute these are. From the new Tanya Whelan book, look, little girl skirt. It's a brand new book coming up at 11. Little skirt. And look at this gorgeous little top. They're coming up at 11 o'clock with Deborah Simms. So, we'd love you to get in touch. The way you can do that is by going to our website, www.sewingquarter.com. On the website, there you go. What you need to do is you need to click on watch the show live. Now, you do need to log in at this point. It doesn't cost you anything, but you do need to log in. And then you see the square there where it says message to studio. What you can do is you can send in a web chat. That's what we call a web chat. Send in a web chat. Keep it short, only because it cuts you off after about 140 letters. And it gets sent straight through to Little Paul upstairs. And then Little Paul sends it through to my tablet on the desk. While we're on that page, have a look where it says products from today's show. In a minute, all of those will disappear. And all of today's products will arrive on there. And you'll be able to see them and click on them and put them in your basket. Talk about putting them in basket. When we're doing a live auction, at the top of the page there, you see where it says, oh, that fabric is gorgeous. That Shannon Newlin blue sequins in Miss It, Miss Out. Or as Paul put, Miss It, Miss It. What you can do is you can add it to your basket there. And then you see the basket at the top right-hand corner. You need to check out. If you know you definitely want it, you need to check out straight away. We only charge 1 P&P for the whole day, so you can check out as many times as you like. If you go for the standard P&P, it'll be £2.95 delivery within 4 to 6 working days. Now, if you want to send in a picture, or if you want to send in a longer email that needs to be forwarded on someone, that's the email address, studio@sewingquarter.com. studio@sewingquarter.com. Right, now this hour is fabulous, fashionable fabrics with flair and finesse. Oh, they can only fit on Sewing Quarter. Okay. We're going to flirt, we're going to flounce, we're going to be fierce. Oh no, Little Paul's upstairs being frivolous, he says. We'll just do some fabrics. No, not, oh yes, that isn't it. Yes, I was thinking of, yes. Somebody thought, fantastic doesn't work, so that's PH, but it's not, is it? Right, okay. Let's get, I've got Tim Holtz, I've got Fat Quarters, I've got Jersey, I've got, Jennifer Paganelli, I've got so many things to show you. So should we just make a start? I don't know where I'm going to start. Oh, you want to do Tim Holtz first? Okay. Now, this comes as a bundle, and they also, oh, hang on. Maybe I should have read my sheet first. When I did this the other day, they come as a bundle and they also come as half meters. I'm just checking that we do the same today. Just doing the bundles today, okay? Just doing the bundles. So that'll be the same with all of these then. Because the other day we did do the Tim Holtzy with the, that's an affectionate name, it's Tim Holtz, obviously. We did do them by the half meter, but today just the bundle is available to you. £51.99, so you get half a meter of each of these. They're lovely, aren't they? So what you need to do, give us a call, 0800 112 4433 if you want to just ring and buy it. You can buy on the web, but you do need to log in to buy on the web. Now, what it is the code, the item code number is always up there. I never read it out, but MLGC22 is the item code number. That is a still of all the fabrics you get. And then if you come back to the real fabrics, I shall tell you that you get ½ metre of each of these designer Tim Holtz fabrics. Now, if you buy 2 bundles, right, it doesn't come, so you'll get 2½ metres of that, 2½ metres of that, 2½ metres of that. It doesn't come joined together if it's in a bundle like this. So this is a fantastic way to test. This is a fantastic way to test out if you love the Tim Holtz by getting ½ metre of each of them. They are fantastic. Imagine the projects you can make with this. I'll just show you through the fabrics quickly. There's the game boards one, which we couldn't figure out what it was because it's not bingo. It's not Scrabble. Anyway, there's that one. Then there's the shirt makers. Then there's the geometric dot, which will make your telly go funny, won't it? Can you see that? Hypnotise it. Then there's the cigar. Then there's the cigar labels. Then there's the alphabety spaghetti. It's not spaghetti, obviously, alphabet. Then there's the beautiful, beautiful fleur-de-lis, saloon-type fabric. Oh, it's upside down, hang on. There you go, that way around. ½ metre of each of these you're getting. And then ½ metre of the plaid, but then it's got also like newsprint underneath it, like newsprint running underneath it. £51 and £99. So you're getting 3½ metres of gorgeous well, I'm saying gorgeous Tim Holtz. I mean Tim Holtz gorgeous fabric. I don't know if he's gorgeous. I've never met him. Hello, John, where's Amanda? I've just said, and she's got the flu. She's poorly in bed. She messaged me last night going, I'm not going to make it. I'm really, really poorly. And then she was, I won't go into detail, but... Right, OK. Oh, sorry. So, and she's poorly sick, I'm afraid. OK. They haven't called it monotone again, have they? It's not monotone at all. It's monochrome. There we go. I do apologise. Monotone, it's not monotone. Monotone is a sound, isn't it? You get ½ metre of black, ½ metre of the dark grey, ½ metre of the paler grey, ½ metre of the cream, and ½ metre of the, I'm presuming it's, right, hang on, charcoal and slate, black, ivory, and optical white. That looks like, okay, optical white. So they always sell really, really well. I mean, who's got a long blonde hair? Wonder who that was then. Anyway, there you go, £15.99. You get ½ metre of each. The grey, well, the slate, the black, the ivory, the optical white, and the charcoal. £15.99. That's gorgeous. OK, right, moving on. Jennifer Paganelli next. We'll do Jennifer Paganelli next. I'll show you both the bundles. Now, I'm surprised there's any of this one left. When we had this one the other day, it absolutely flew out. So it comes in 2 different colourways. I'll do the blue one first, but I'm just showing you the two bundles. Right, have a look. Right, so, oh, you've done, yeah, the blue one first, right? People are putting that in their basket straight away. Let me move that one out of the way, because this is the one you get for the royal. So you get ½ metre of the Jennifer Paganelli designer fabric. Then you've got the yellow, and then you've got the blue. It's lovely. It's now ½ metre of each. Going straight into the baskets, that is. Nautical blue and was that sherbet? Oh, I just said it was me, myself, but sherbet. Maybe my eyes are playing up this morning. Maybe I'm a bit tired. Oh, I thought it would be. It is limited, that one. It is limited, that one. And that fabric is gorgeous, isn't that one? £12.99 for about 1.5 metres of fabric. Gorgeous. Then the other one, I will come back to these again. I'm just running through them all so you can see what's on offer, because I've got a whole table of fabric over there as well to show you. Say it again. OK. ½ metre of this, ½ metre, ½ metre, £12.99. It's lovely, isn't it? Beautiful fabric, lovely colours. Jade and Claret, and then the, they call it Eileen, I think, this one, don't they? Yeah, Eileen, that one's called. So that's lovely, isn't it? It's nice, that one. But again, limited. Very, very limited. People adding to the basket straight away. Congratulations. Remember, if you're a new buyer, remember checking it out. It's not yours till you check out. It's not yours until you check out. So you might put it in your basket, but if say I've got 10 of them left, and 12 people put it in their basket, right? 10 people, when they check out, they'll get it. Then 2 people will get a message saying, sorry, sold out. And also, if you are a new buyer, if you spend more than £10, not including post and packaging, on your first purchase, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to fill in a code or anything. You just automatically get these. New buyers spend over £10 or over, not including P&P. You get that little rotary cutter worth £16.99. Right, I'm going to go over there now. I know I've got more. This is all Alison Glass. Can we just have a quick... Oh, you can see it from there. Ooh, rainbow. Alison Glass' newest range. Right. Now, if you missed my... Oh, well, this isn't going to work because the dress is all the way over there. But if you missed my dressmaking show the other day, we briefly glimpsed some crepe, right? It's poly viscose crepe, I think. We only saw it very, very briefly, and loads flew out, but I just suddenly thought I'd show it to you again today. Got the navy, first of all. £2.99 for half a metre. Now, this is navy. It's a dark navy. On your telly, it's going to look black. Can you see this navy? Now, it's 97% polyester, 3% spandex. Sorry, not viscose, spandex. Now, it's quite wide, if I seem to remember rightly. Yep. There you go. Almost, well, that's 59 inches. 59 inches wide. How many? £2.99 for half a metre. There it is. That's what you get for your half a metre. That's what you get. Oh, hang on. No, that's a bit more than half a metre. I'm sorry. Someone's been at that. That's a bit more than half a metre, that looks like. I'll measure it in a minute. There you go. That's more like. Lots of anti-basket if you're doing... Now, can I just... It is the lighter weight crepe. It is a lighter weight crepe. And I've got linings if you want to get some lining. But especially with the cream, I'm going to show you in a minute, I would line it or wear a slip underneath it on the summer days. OK, so that's the navy. Yours won't have writing all over it. Then I've got the... ivory, is it called? But as you can see, look, I'm going to be honest with you, look. It is, that's why you need a lining. It folds, it hangs beautifully. The polyester and the spandex, the 3% spandex in it gives it that little bit of a stretch, right? But it does, I'll just hold it there. You see what I mean? So if you're making a skirt, what it is you don't want, you remember the Princess Diana moment when she was first engaged and there was a picture of her holding a baby outside the school gates and the sun was shining through the skirt. You could see. So I'm just saying, I've got lining to show you anyway in a sec. That's the ivory. £2.99 for half a metre. It's fair, drapes beautifully. If you're doing a cowl neck. Okay, now the one that sold the most the other day was the black. Just put that away there. And now I'm just going to show you, right? If you want to do a cowl neck, it might not work so because I've only got a small piece here, but you know what I mean? Like, this might hit my microphone, but look how that drapes. Look how the beautiful drape if you're doing a lovely cowl neck. You're not coming in on that. Oh, you not see it? Oh, okay, sorry, I was waiting for it to come in. That's right. Oh, well, I'll need to do it on I'll show you later. Yeah. Anyway, half a metre, £2.99. Polyester spandex. Now, while I'm also over here, I love these. These are anthology fat quarter bundles. They come in the 6 colourways, the brown, the yellow, the orange, the blue, the green, and the purple. Right, I'm going to tell you, the most limited one is blue. Oh, we lied. Purple. Yeah, that's fine. Purple. Now, what it is they're 100% cotton. They're beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fabrics, right? But they're not the same. Look, every single one is different. And I'll show you, look at this. Let me open one up for you. It's got that, it's not batik, but it's not tie-dye. It's more like the oil and water, look. So you get 12 fat quarters for £44.99. If you're new to us, you're thinking, oh, what's a fat quarter, John? What a fat quarter is if it's in Europe, they take a metre. If it's in America, they take a yard. Oh, I think these are American. I'll double check for you in a second. What they do is they take a metre or a yard, they cut it in half that way and in half that way, and each of those 4 pieces is called the fat quarter. Right, now I've only got 8 of the purple ones available. I've only got 8 of the purple ones available. Yeah, all of these. There you go. 12 of those. All different shades. Now, Lorraine did the purple, didn't she? Lorraine bought the purple. She's making a new, you know, crazy Lorraine. She's making a duvet, no, not a duvet, quilt for her bedroom. Another one for her bedroom. She's got loads already. She bought this, and she bought some cave fabric, and she bought some spectrum solids. She could create a... When it's finished, she's going to send in a picture. But that's the purple one. So that's the most limited. If you've got it in your basket, please check out. Next most limited is the blue. It's the purple. We've done the purple one there. Same but different, like that pop group off X Factor. Oh, did you watch Dancing on Ice last night? I won't say who's gone out, in case you. Oh, she was never in it. She was in the Strictly Come Dancing, and that finished weeks ago. Yes. Anyway, my favourite couple got voted off yesterday. But I noticed they've changed the format. I think a lot of people have complained about the format on being too lax a day's club. It was more formal yesterday. Anyway, blue. £44.99 for the 12 fat quarters. Goes through all the shades of blue, doesn't it? You can either use them all together or keep them for separate projects. Lovely. Didn't come in grey, does it, this one? No. Yeah, lovely. All those gorgeous colours there in the blue. Little Paul. I think Little Paul hasn't seen somebody for a few days. He's very chatty today. What's the next colour next? Oh, do you know what I didn't do? I did my linings. I'll do my linings in a minute. Orange. Did I do what? No, I'll do the linings next. Sorry, I was talking about linings with the crepe and then forgot to show you them. Love these. Oh, look at that one. That's got some extra greens in that one, hasn't it? Look. Little Paul seeing flames there. Nice, isn't it? Little Paul has this quirk that whenever he goes somewhere posh, he wears a pocket square in his jacket pocket. It is, because it's not really fashionable. £44.99. Aren't they lovely? The oranges are so rich, aren't they? You're going to have great fun mixing and matching all of those, aren't you? So that's the orange one. Oh, here we go. The colour orange is named after the fruit, apparently. That's an absolute fact, he's saying. But also, oh, it's too early to tell you what orange. We had a lady, when I worked before, we had a lady in who came into, because when in the morning you unconsciously pick colours that you need to something that you need to attract into your life, like friendship or love, like rose quartz for love and things like that. Red means you're angry most of the time, I think, doesn't it? And power and angry. What I forgot to say is Pantone colour of the year is the ultraviolet, isn't it? For the purple. Sorry, I meant to say that when I did the purple one there. It's gorgeous. Look at that. That's the purple one. Okay. Well, it's fashion. It's fashion. Okay, green. Lots, and I have to say, I've done a few fabric bundles over the last few days, and green and blue have absolutely flown out the door. I think it's because it's spring and everyone's getting excited about the spring, aren't they? Well, it's not officially spring, but you can tell. Like I was saying, I've got a timer on a light in my kitchen, and last week, no, a light on a timer, sorry. Yeah, a light on a timer. And last week at 4 o'clock, it came on because it was dark at 4 o'clock. Yesterday, it was 20 past 5 when I got in. It still wasn't dark. The light was on, obviously, because it comes on at 4 o'clock. These are the green ones. Like marble, isn't it? That's nice. Marvellous. I'm getting lots of messages. I'll read them out when I get to the other side. I'll read them out when I get to the other side. As Marcia messaged in. Oh, Sonia and Nora, Angela. I'll read them all in a minute. I'll just go over there in a minute. I've just got the yellow one and the brown one to do. Yellow next for the daffodils. This will brighten up your day. Now, on your telly, these three that I'm putting out there are going to look very similar. They look just plain, but they have also got the mélange of colour there. Purple is going very, very well. There you go. There's the yellow. Yellow. £44.99. Aren't they lovely, those colours? They're so bright and vivacious. Okay, I've got one more colourway to show you before I show you the linings. Right, here we go. Browns. Now, brown isn't always a colour you'd think of getting, but these are there's such an array, like mocha, latte, puddle, chocolate, concrete, plaster. Is there a Conco one there? Which said, they're lovely. Woodland, woodscapes. Imagine mixing out those with the green and the yellow. Wouldn't they look lovely together? The Woodland collection from Little Paul. Rightio. Now, I know you wouldn't put linings with these. I just forgot to do them when I was doing the crepes earlier. Can I just say the blue crepe is flying out today? Oh, and the black, and the black, and the black. Right, I'm not going to open them. They're just your everyday, run-of-the-mill lining fabric. Black first. It is anti-static polyester lining fabric, $149 for ½ a metre. What's the width of it, please? Same width, so you buy the same amount of lining as you buy if you only if you're making a skirt out of it. It's just nice to put a lining underneath. And this is anti-static, so it doesn't mean the crepe's going to do that. Like, oof, it's not going to do that. It's going to do that. So that's the black, because what you normally have to do, if you've got a petticoat that's got static, spray it with hairspray, and it stops the static immediately. But this, you won't have to do that with this. This is ivory. $149 for half. It's a boring shot, I know, but it's just ivory, polyester, anti-static lining. Okay. Got messages to read out now. Okay, what shall we bring in first then? Jennifer Paganelli. Okay. The Eileen. Eileen is very popular. Oh. There it is. At $12.99, you get ½ a metre of the Jennifer Paganelli, ½ a metre of claret, and ½ a metre of jade, I think. Nora, good morning. We will never be sick of the sight of you. You brighten a lot of people's days. Oh, thank you, Nora. That's a lovely message to start the day. Okay, Neve, good morning from West Cork. I just found your one for, oh, Neve, I love Cork. I did a film, I don't know if you know, but I used to do costumes for films. Little Paul's going to Cork. Skibbereen and Baltimore. I love Cork. I love Cork town, but Skibbereen and Baltimore, how gorgeous are they? Lovely, lovely. Sonia, is it our son? It is our son. Now, isn't it funny, our son's messages don't normally come through. Morning, John, just switched on. Can only watch first hour. Those bundles look yummy. Where are you off to? Oh, it's Monday, I suppose, isn't it, son? Monday. Right, okay. Oh, I've got another message from Anne. Paul, it's good to be different. It's not always good to follow the crowd. Now, what does that relate to? What did we say? D, morning, John. Your Friday show was great. Do you have more lined up? I'm in negotiations. I'm in negotiations, D, because it took an awful lot of prep for that show. People have asked for DVDs. People have asked me to run a shop in the, what's that thing called down the road on the way to Starbucks? Custard Factory. Could I do classes in the Custard Factory? Someone's asked me to do a nationwide tour. It's very flattering, very, very nice. Lorraine, can't wait for Wednesday's show. We'll be watching on my phone as I'm on a train. Oh, are you like Emily Blunt, woman on a train? It's the birthday on Wednesday, isn't it? The start of the birthday week. Right, Jennifer Paganelli? Yeah, 3. Oh, okay. I'll have to look up their names, hang on. Julie, Helen, and Sue, you need to check out, my love. On which one are you on? Oh, on the Eileen one, on the Eileen one. Julie, Helen, and Sue, once you've checked out, that's it, they're gone. Okay? And then the Royal one, this is the one called Royal. It's nice, isn't it? Thank you. Yep, nautical blue and sherbet. I could have sworn that wasn't sherbet though, but this is what you'll get. This is what you'll get. Check out your baskets. No, because all I do is, now just so you know, what I do is all the fabrics are hanging on a railing there. I go, oh, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And then I let them do all the typing at Wendy. Not Wendy scheduling, but Wendy, new Wendy, who I think is, yeah, I think she's leaving soon. Oh, no, I just heard a booker for Thursday. I think she's in on Thursday. Yes, Wendy. Right. Alison Glass, we haven't even touched on Alison Glass yet. No. Right. I've got Alison Glass bundles. These are gorgeous. This is Alison Glass, new collection. I'm doing this the longest way round. It's like a Rubik's Cube, this, isn't it? That's what I'm trying to do. There you go. I'll be back in a minute. Just go now. Right. These are Alison Glass, new fabrics, new fabrics, new fabrics. These are bundles that we've put together for you. Oh. This one's called Sangria, even though the middle fabric's called Rubellite and the first fabric is called Cosmos. 3 different designer fabrics in here. This one here is the one with the compasses and the ship sails and the dials, all about travel, right? This one, Rubellite, under the sea, there's a mermaid, there's an octopus, there's a sea urchins and everything like that. And then this one is called Stars and Cosmos for the stars and the sun. And then, for some reason, there's a little octopus in the sky. I love those. So that one there is called your Alison Glass, because this is Sangria, this one. This is Sangria, but they're called the whole bundle. So you'll get half a metre of this, half a metre of this, and half a metre of that for £17.49. They're lovely, aren't they? Gorgeous colours. Let's go through them all, because you might not be able to decide. You might not be able to decide, because I've now got this one. Again, you've got the same 3 fabrics, but in different colourways this time. There you go. Canary, chartreuse, and honey. Canary, chartreuse, and honey. So they're just beautiful, aren't they? So you get, again, half a metre of this one, half a metre of this one, and half a metre of that one. They come as that bundle. All you have to ask for is that item code number there. £17.49. Okay, moving on. Got the green one now. It's called Shamrock, this one. So what you get in this one is you get parakeet, shamrock, and pear. Nice, aren't they? Lovely greens. They're half a metre of each one. £17.49. Now, shamrock, if you're going to Cork, Paul. It's lovely, isn't it? There you go. Half a metre of each of those. £17.49. Little Paul's going to wear that on the plane, he says. Right, okay. Blue, now, I'll come back to that one because I've got two blues, so I'll do the red one first. The red one. Marmalade, this one's called. So you get half a metre again of each. They're gorgeous, aren't they? I'll open them all out and show you them in a second. Marmalade, peach and tiger you get in here. Yep. £17.49 for half a metre. Going on to purple now. This one's called, now it depends which one they've chosen. I think this one's called Jam, isn't it? Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Yeah. There you go, that's right, Jam. I'm going to sneeze again, I think. I've got Aster, Iris, and Jam in there. Aster, Iris, and Jam. Oh, excuse me, sniffing away. That's really rude. I do apologise. That one's going in the basket straight away. Yeah, you see, purple's colour of the year. Ultraviolet. No. Then I've got peacock. Yeah. A lot of these, when you get the fabric, you'll see a lot of them are named after gemstones, because I've got rubellite, lapis lazuli, all sorts of things like that. But this one's peacock. Very limited, this one. Aquamarine, hydrangea, and peacock you've got in there. £17.49. That's peacock, limited. And then the last one I've got to show you, which is now you need to start checking out now you've chosen which one you want. Lapis, this one's called. The blue on that one there, that's lapis, the one on the top there. So in this one, you get lapis, hydrangea, and morning glory. That's what it's called, hydrangea, because you know if you plant hydrangea in different soils, it makes different coloured flowers. Lapis, and then the one with mermaids in the middle is called Morning Glory. It's Paul's, that's little Paul's favourite, that one there. The lapis or the Morning Glory, Paul? Oh, the Morning Glory, I thought you liked the lapis best. £17.49. Well done. Now, remember, if you're new to us, it's not yours until you've checked out your basket. Right, that's everything. I've shown you everything now. Goodbye. No, I'm only joking. I know. Oh, got more messages. Sorry, I was miles away there. Just wait for Paul. Bless you, John. Oh, thank you. That's me sneezing, isn't it? Thank you, Claire, my love. That it? Oh, Marcia, hello, my love. I'm going to shout. Oh, I'm going to so shout at producer Hannah for you, Marcia. Good morning, lovely John. This message just to say sorry for yesterday. Listen, Marcia, you can moan as much as you like. I don't know how to spell it. Oh, all it was, we were doing hand stitching yesterday. I'll show you these. Jane Alcock. I think there's still a couple of bundles left if you want to go look on the web. Will they be on the web yet, if it was on yesterday's show? We had these lovely bundles. And Marcia is the queen of hand quilting, and she wanted to say how much she was enjoying Jane's show. And we didn't read her message. We didn't read her message out yesterday. But anyway, it's fine. I won't shout at Hannah, I promise. They're lovely, aren't they? Gorgeous from yesterday's show. There was a Star and Jewel. Star and Jewel. Was it called Star and Jewel or Flower and Jewel? Flower and Star. No, Jewel and Star it was called. Anyway. In which colour? In the Eileen. Here you go. Is this the one we have to see? If you just check out, they're all gone. Yeah, you need to check out your baskets. You need to check out your baskets on this one. Do you know what? Let's ask scheduling if they could put a few more together for us. We'll ask scheduling, because once the last 3 people. Oh, he's just on the phone to them. Could be a while. Oh, okay. How many can they put in? 10. They've made 10 more of those for us. There you go. They've added 10 more. But 5 people have just popped in, so be quick if you want that one. So that's called Eileen. Let me hold it up for you. Nice, isn't it? Jennifer Paganelli, Magenta Eileen. Beautiful, isn't it? So you get that as a bundle, and then you get the ½ metre of the jade. Is it jade? Yeah, jade and claret. Lovely, aren't they? Pamela, Sewing caught a lovely start today after a rude awakening at 5. Well, I was setting off, I was already in the car, with husband shouting and falling out of the bed. Honestly, always having one of those chasing dreams. Now, Pamela, did I say Patricia? Sorry, Pamela I meant. That's an anxiety dream, isn't it? What are you doing to upset him? Has he seen the bill? Has he seen your credit card bill? Is that what it is? The bill is non-telly anymore. Well, unless you watch it on one of those, it's on one of those Challenge or Dave or something like that, isn't it? Here we go. Here's the other Jennifer Paganelli one. This one's called Royal. Now, they can't make any more of these, I've just been told. Royal Eileen, this one's called. $12.99. No, they can't do any, you can't make any more of those. Lovely, isn't it? Gorgeous fabric. Might be upside down. Let's have a look. There you go, that's better. $12.99. That's not just for that fabric. You do get ½ metre of the citrus, sherbet, and ½ metre of the nautical blue. Michelle, is it, which Michelle is it? Oh, Posh Michelle. Morning, John, just tuned in. Can you show me the bundle on your left next to the black and grey bundle, please? Posh, the Tim Holtz. Of course I can. Of course I can. You ask, we do. Yeah, if we can. Michelle, Posh Michelle, here we go. This is a Tim Holtz bundle. You get ½ metre of each. 1, 2, 3.5 metres in total. £51.99. Would you like to have a look at each of them? This is game card. We're not sure what game. We think it was Mahjong, but we're not sure. It's what? Okay. And then we've got the shirt fabric, the shirt maker's fabric. Now, we've got a bag made of this somewhere. Oh, it's gone. It's been put away. We had a bag made out of this one, didn't we? A Quilt As You Go bag made out of that one. Then we've got the geometric. Now, this one will make your telly go a bit funny, or your eyes go a bit funny. I'll stop sniffing in a minute. I watched a bit of my show the other day, and I was sniffing away, and it was awful. Okay. Then you get the cigar labels. There you go. There's just cigar label. I like that one. $51.99. Then I've got the letters. This is nice. It's like different fonts, not just letters. If you look, it's all random. Look. So you can fussy cut that. $51.99. Gorgeous, isn't that one? And then, moving on. Look. Yours will be cut a bit better than that one. There you go. That's lovely. No fonts on that one. Yeah, it's type, but not different fonts. This is just type on the background. And then last but not least, the plaid. Plaid. There you go. It's nice, isn't it? Oh, Diana, there's a message from you, but little Paul's put I said I've had too many messages today. He's not sending it through, so yeah, blame him, Diane. $51.99 for the whole bundle. Is it Diane? Oh, Diana. Sorry, Diana. Hello, John. I love the show and your shirt. I've got 10 pug dogs. My gosh, goodness, I thought Roberta, she's got 5 pugs, and I thought that was enough. Okay, I just need to fold this up, because otherwise we'll have a very angry floor manager. He's not in the best of moods as it is today, so I better just try and be helpful. There's the bumble. You can hear what I'm saying. Yes, they can. It's only you, because you're chatting away till you can't hear me. I've got a day off tomorrow. Just one day, yes. Just the one day, then I'm back in again. Right, okay. Oh, I've just thought of something. I've just thought of something. Fantastic. It's fantastic. That's a new one today, isn't it? Fantastic. That's multi-directional. Right. Are they a band, multi-directional? Right. Running low on purple and blue. Okay, purple first. These are Anthology, 100% cotton, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous fat quarters. 12 fat quarters in each bundle. Oh, I'm getting very sniffy today. I wonder if it's the aircon. I'll give my nose a good blow in the break. Oh, I need to warn you as well, the 10 o'clock break is only 2 minutes long. Little Paul's been very mean. Look. That's lovely. Now, remember, the colour of the year from Pantone is ultraviolet this year, which they're covering a range of all purples and amethysts and Pantone. Pantone. It's what it is. It's the colour chart that everyone uses the colour chart for all different paints and fashion and jewellery and all sorts of things like that. Anyway, so how many of those have got left? 3 of those left, that's it. Okay, that's the purple, blue. Oops. Lovely, so every different, they've gone out of sync, those a little bit. All those different, everyone's different. Each one is different, a bit like all of us. $44.99 for 12 fat quarters there. There we go. That's the blue one. Next. Green. I said blue and green were popular at the moment, didn't I? That's orange. Do you want me to? Oh, no, there you go. I was going to say, do you want me to swap them? There you go. Well, Oh dear, you worry me, Paul. He thinks there's a little man, these are his legs, these are his arms, this is his head. The back of him, it's a rucksack. Yeah. Anyway, green. Green is the colour. What's that song? No, there's a green is the colour. Orange. Because we just had the orange graphics, we might as well put the orange one in. Oh, I've finished the design, but I've got 4 left. There we go. Lovely. Get all of those. Get all of those for £44.99. Okay. Then I've got the yellow and the brown one to show you. Brown first. Like woodland, tree bark. Could be called tree bark, couldn't it, this one? I don't think camo would be very a nice name for it, Paul. Because it sums up not romantic images. Well, apart from Paul's little camo outfit that he goes out clubbing in. Well, and what gives it away is the green makeup he wears. Look, they're nice, aren't they? Look. They look very expensive, don't they? It's a shame it's called brown, isn't it? Because brown always a brown woodland or bark or something like that. Okay, and then last but not least, I've got the yellow. Got the, oh, lots of people asking about the crepes. I'll do the crepes next for you in the linings. There you go. There's yellow. 12 fat quarters. It's a bridge. Yeah, or it's the template for a ring. £44.99. Now remember, if you are new, it's not yours until you check out your basket. Okay, right, crepes. Oh, hang on. I'm sorry, I'll be with you. Ivory crepe, most popular today. Now, I know, I'm just being honest with you, you need to line, you will need to, and unless you're doing it very, very full, you will need to, look, you see, will need to line this, you will need, or wear a slip or something underneath it. Make a lovely blouse, wouldn't it? You know, kind of like Betty Davis, kind of, oh, what's the other one called? What was a feud about? Betty Davis, Joan Crawford. Lovely Joan Crawford blouse you can make out of that, couldn't you? Because it drapes beautifully, doesn't it? Look. £2.99 for half a metre. I'm sorry, I just feel a little bit sick. Okay, here we go, moving on. It's all right, little Paul's gave me an image and it made me feel a little bit bilious. It made me feel very bilious this time in the morning. No, I'll tell you what it would do if he did do that. It made me laugh all the way from here to eternity. Anyway, look. Beautiful, isn't it? Nice waft, lovely weight. This is the lightweight, it's not the heavy crepe. So remember when Prince William got married to Princess Kate and her sister was the bridesmaid. Her dress was made of crepe. Hers would have been a satin back crepe, much heavier crepe, but it has that same flow and fold to it. Look at me swinging it around like this. So that's the ivory. And then we've got navy. Again, the lovely draping, look. Beautiful draping to it. Remember, it's 59 inches wide. I'm just trying, it's reminding me of Rula Lenska now. Don't know that put you off, though. It's got a look at the drape on there. Oh, there you go. You can show the cowl neckline there, look. What's the matter? What's the matter, Timothy? Timothy's moaning about something. Hang on. What's wrong with it? Okay, that's the navy. Very, very popular. And then the black. Obviously, black crepe. Edith Piaf, the little black dress that when I did the costumes for Piaf, her dress, her little black dress with the sweetheart neckline was made of crepe. Loads of people got the black on. Now, you can't see black very well on the telly, but I'm just giving it the, this is the black crepe. It's nice. Okay, then I've got two linings, the anti-static linings, 100% polyester, same width. Black. Now, isn't that funny? The most popular crepe is the ivory, but the most popular lining is the black. Remember, we sell it in ½ metre increments. Oh, now, also, if you need more than 1.5 meters, we advise you to ring the call centre. So anything above 3 units, ring the call centre. This is free. Free. £1.49. No, they haven't we checked. £1.49 for ½ metre. Okay, and then, I'm having issues. There we go. The ivory. There we go. There's the ivory. I'm not wafting it because it's just 100% polyester lining, anti-static, £1.49 for ½ metre. Okay. The good thing about it is it's anti-static. That's really, really good that it's anti-static. I don't need to take anything with me, do I? Right. Okay. Where would you like me to go? Marmalade, Alison Glass is this one. It's marmalade, tiger, and I'll tell you in a minute. Peach. That's right. Peach, tiger, and marmalade they are. You get all 3 of these, ½ metre of each in your bundle. Morning, John. What's the width of the crepe, please? Oh, it's 59 inches. 59 inches, the crepe. Or 148 centimetres in centimetres. Well, no, hang on. Inches is imperial. Metric. I couldn't think of the word. Metric. In centimetres, yeah. £17.49 that bundle. You get ½ metre of each. And then someone see the lapis. Lapis lazuli. So in this one, you get lapis lazuli on the top. That's the print on the top. Fool's gold, isn't it, lapis lazuli? Then you get hydrangea, and the middle one is morning glory. I'll show you the pattern like this. £17.49. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely good quality. I'm just feeling the quality. Beautiful quality. 70. Now remember, I do keep stressing, and I hate. Oh, it's not yours. It's not yours until you've checked out your basket. Not yours. Right. Okay. That's the lapis. I've only got a minute left. Which one? Peacock. Peacock, very popular. We had 2 minutes, about ½ a minute ago. God, your clock is the slowest clock upstairs I've ever heard of. £17.49 for your metre and ½ Right, Paganelli in the Royal. Half a metre of each of these. What you get in there is you get nautical blue, sherbet, and then the beautiful Jennifer Paganelli Eileen in royal blue. $12.99. We had some of these. Oh, no, it wasn't these we had extras made, was it? It was the other one we had extras made. Okay, and then I've also got it in the magenta, Eileen in the magenta. This is the one we had extra ones made for you. There were loads of people. We can't make any more of the blue ones, but we did make 10 more of these. But then when I said that, loads of you put them in the basket. Jennifer Paganelli, gorgeous designs, really, really beautiful designs. Then you get claret and you get jade in with that one. It's beautiful, isn't it? They're both beautiful, those. Right, don't go anywhere, because we've got Deborah Simms coming up next. She's doing a fit and flare dress, showing us how to put the zip in, and there was something else she was going to do, wasn't it? And I've got some lovely fabrics to show you as well. Don't forget to check out your baskets. I do need to tell you that of new buyers, yeah, you see, lots of people keep adding the Jennifer Paganelli. It's not yours until you check out. So what happens if there's 10 of them and 12 you put it in your basket? The first 10 will get it, the last 2 won't. Ring the call centre if you've got any concerns or any questions at all. I've run out of things to say, but I've still got 20 seconds to go, 15 seconds to go now. Get yourself a cup of tea. Watch the adverts, because it's all about the birthday weekend. Oh, is it not even a weekend? The birthday week in the adverts. I will be here in 3 minutes' time with Deborah and a frock. See you then.
Follow us on Pinterest. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to discover sewing work we create and love.
This Thursday, Jo Carter is back with one of her most popular toys, her long-eared bunny, accompanied by an adorable friend. Add to your menagerie of Jo's animals with this gorgeous pair of rabbit friends in pretty patchwork. Originally featured in issue 12 of Love Patchwork and Quilting magazine, we have 3 kits available in fabulous floral fabrics, yellows and pinks, just perfect for spring. And you can get ahead with your handmade Easter presents too, as Jo will be sewing a matching bag for your bunny pals, so you can present them as a thoughtful gift. So hop to it! Join Jo and Tash for this brilliant new show on Thursday the 1st of February at 9 AM, only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678. Simply Sewing is a magazine for dressmakers and home sewists who are passionate about fabrics and love to sew with stylish patterns. Each issue is packed with technical know-how, templates and easy-to-follow instructions to sew yourself quick wardrobe updates, accessories, plushy toys, gifts, bags and more. Plus, each issue comes with a free dress pattern from our expanding trend-led collection. We're proudly flying the flag for contemporary sewing with stylish patterns and beautiful photography to inspire sewists across the globe at every level. We are celebrating our first birthday. Sewing Quarter turns 1 year old on Wednesday the 31st of January, and we're inviting you to join the party. Tune into Sewing Quarter for a special week filled with fun, for competitions and plenty of prizes, plus amazing guests and fantastic deals. Starting at 8 AM on Wednesday, Natasha and I will be together in the studio looking back at all the amazing highlights of our very first year. And we'll be racing against the clock with a special challenge for us. So don't miss our week of celebrations from Wednesday the 31st of January. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78, Sky Channel 678, and online at sewingquarter.com.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts.
You know, when you've got a sneeze, just sitting here waiting. And I've had a break and it wouldn't come out. And now, of course, because we go live on air, it's like, yeah, I'm coming to get you in a minute, John Scott. Isn't this lovely? Isn't this a gorgeous, simple, little cotton frock? Fit and flare, it's called. I love it. Look at the nice V neckline, simple little short sleeves, lovely princess seams going down the front of the bodice. And if you carry on down, it's got that lovely kick flare from the hips there. Very, very flattering. Isn't it lovely? Keep going to the hem, keep going to, oh, sorry, keep going to the hem. Oh, no. Hem's the bottom bit, yeah. Look. Isn't that lovely? Okay, now, Deborah's here to show us how to make this, but before we go and see Deborah, I'm going to show you the pattern. Now, I've not seen this pattern. It must be premiere. It's a premiere, it must be. I've not seen this one before. Oh, someone else has had it. Who had it? Amy had it. Oh, not since September, though. Not since September. Have a look at the... It's different. It's different. Because, you know, normally we go, here's the pattern from 6 to 12, and here's the pattern from 14 to 22. It's not like that. This one is all 6 to 22 inside the pattern, right? But it's also got all different... I'm going to get Deborah to take you through it all. You can fit it, basically. There's all different ways you can alter the pattern to be perfect for your body shape. £8.49. And there's 3 different versions of the dress, look. I'll just turn it around. I'll tell you about metering and yardaging in a minute, because I'll just do the fabrics first. The mint swans, which is the one you can see there, the one that Deborah's made it out of. There you go, this is the mint swan fabric. It's cute, isn't it? £3.99 for half a metre. 100% cotton, machine washable. Isn't that lovely? £3.99 for half a metre. And that's what you can make. There you go. Okay, now, I've also got the swans in grey, but this is very limited. I think I've only got enough for 2 or maybe 3 of you if you want to make the dress to buy. Because I think it's a couple of metres, isn't it, for the dress? Oh, 3.6 metres, so only 2 of you will be able to get, if you want this, 3.6 metres. Right, make sure you check out, make sure you check out, make sure you check out. I love this one. Now, I have, because when we launched it, it's called cornflower, isn't it? And I was like, cornflowers aren't pink, cornflowers aren't pink. Anyway, you can get cornflowers in any colour, apparently. Yep, I thought they were only cornflower blue. Yep. But you see, I suppose it's called cornflower blue because it's the same as the cornflower blue one, but this is cornflower pink. Oh, it's actually navy because the background's navy. I love that. Imagine that dress. This would make that dress sophisticated, wouldn't it? That one there makes it look like your everyday favourite dress so you can run out to the shops, run for lunch with the girls and things like that. This one, I think, gives it an added kind of elegance. I think it's because of the dark background, isn't it? £5.99. It's Michael Miller fabric. £5.99 for half a metre there. I love that one. I love that one. Now, one of our most popular ever, as Taylor Swift would say, ever is this, right? Last time we had it on, we hadn't got a sample of the fabric, so we had to show you a jacket it was made out of. We've made so many things out of this. Paul, you know, Paul who, Paul Clark, he's made a shirt out of it for himself, not for the show. We've got lounging pants, we've got a jacket, we've got a dress, we've had a blouse. It's gorgeous. Look. Oh, blimey, they've sent me a huge amount of it today. Obviously, that's quite a few metres there. £3.55 for half a metre. We launched it 6 months ago, and every time it sells out, we get it in. Every time it sells out, we get it in. Every time it sells out, we get it back in again. This is the small poppies. We do it in a big poppy range as well, but that's the small poppies. Obviously, what I've got here is about 2 metres, about 2 metres there. So that would be 4 units to you. But £3.55, £3.55 for half a metre. Or someone will have to come and tie to the desk when I'm done. I've got time for that. Right, then I've got these ditsy prints. The pink background. Okay, no, the pink got the flowers at the front. There we go. So these are now all the same ditsies, but they're just slightly different. Is that what you're... Oh, navy. She's got the navy one. Yeah, she's got the navy one. Pink ditsy florals on white. Now, the thing is, what I love about this is if you wanted to make the dress slightly differently, there's the pink ditsy florals on white, but then we've also got the white ditsy florals on pink. So that was the one that was in the graphics in there. There's also this one. So you could maybe make the belt out of this, or you could trim the sleeves and the hem out of this one. I'm limited on this one, though, apparently, being told. £3.99 for half a metre. £3.99 for half a metre. Then I've got the navy... now, you're doing...
White with navy.
White background, navy ditsy flowers, which is this one. Navy flowers on white background. It's a more like a clotted cream background rather than a bright white. Okay, and then we've also got the other way around. I'll just show them both together, so you might want to team them up. Look how lovely they look together. You see what I mean? So I've shown you that one, which is one Deborah's using, but I've also got this one here, which is the white ditsy florals on blue background. And then one last fabric, we've got this, which I can show you another dress made of in a second. This is lovely, isn't it? White heritage. Now it's navy, it looks black. It's the darkest navy I've ever seen. Oh, blimey, finish that one. 3 minutes. Okay, I need to take the pattern with me. I need to take the dress with me. Right, Deborah.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You got your sewing shoes on today?
Yes, got my sewing shoes on today.
Before we start anything, I just want you to, if you can, explain what all these red lines on here are. I'll just show you at home very quickly.
I've got a pattern piece here to show you, so I can get that out
just
for
show the red lines on there. You see on the pattern, they've got all these different red lines on it there. There also, you can alter the pattern to fit your body shape perfectly. And we'll just show you, let Deborah show you now.
Okay. I'll line these up so you can sort of
what
have
you got there, then?
So I've got the front here.
Right.
That's the central panel,
yeah,
which you cut on the fold, and that's the one that goes on the side.
Yeah.
And what you can see, if I put those that way, hopefully it'll pop to that in a minute, you can see they've got these lines that go...
We'll just let the camera come in.
Yeah,
there you go,
fine.
perfect.
You've got these lines that go here,
yeah,
into the middle and out,
yeah,
all the way down the middle.
Yeah.
And then you've got these ones that go across as well.
Yeah.
Now, you usually get one lengthen or shorten line on a pattern, but this has 3.
Okay.
So say in this section of your body you're shorter, you can shorten it for the bodice. Rather than shortening the whole dress, you can shorten this section,
and that
section, or at the bottom as well.
Yeah.
So what you would do is you would just, let me get a pencil, and it goes through this in the pattern instructions as well.
Yes, all the instructions are in there. And it's almost very much like I was doing the other day with my pattern cutting show.
Yeah, so you mark on your seam allowance, which is 5/8 of an inch, or is that 1.5 centimetres?
Yeah.
Mark that on, join that up, and that gives you where your seams would be.
Yeah.
And then what you would do is pin them together, and actually just do a little tissue fit before you even get to the paper.
Before you do any alterations.
Yeah,
so if you're not sure if you've got short-bodied or long-bodied or anything like that,
exactly,
pin it where you're going to sew it, the pattern is. Or you can do what I did the other day. If you've got calico, make one up in calico. Make a toile up in calico. I'm not trying to push my own boat, but this is exactly what I did the other day. I did this princess... Can I just show that there? The princess seam there, which is where you can see... You're looking here... Let me just put that line up. This would be your dart going down from your shoulder to your bust, and then that's your dart going from your bust down to your waist, and they've created a princess seam like I did on the show the other day. So either you can pin it together like this and do a paper fit, or if you're like me and you want to make it out of calico and then try it on everything. This is where I think it's best to have a friend who also knows about it.
Yeah, you really
because
need
it's very
a friend
difficult to fit on yourself,
to fit onto,
isn't it?
Yes, that's why a lot of people have those bodices at home that you can use. But I'll just show you very simply. You do that. Make sure your seam allowances are at the front so you can mess with them and it's not going to fold over. And then you're just going to hold it up against yourself.
Other way around. That's your arm.
Oh, there it is, look. Like that, and then just pinch. And this is very basic. And actually in the pattern, it tells you to mark on the pattern, but make up the fabric version and then apply them in pins so that you can kind of do a second run at it.
And then is this a full bust adjustment there? Is that what those lines are for?
So you can use that for your full bust adjustment, and you actually just trim. I'll show you. There you go. Right. You can cut up to there. You cut up to there. And up to here, and then what you do is you separate those lines out to allow for a larger bust.
On my next show, as I say, I'm in negotiations for it at the moment, That's one of the things we're going to do a full, but because you know Jess, our our expert here, when I said I was doing pattern cutting, she went, I want you to do full bust adjustment, because obviously some ladies have got the size at the back, and some people have got the full bust, haven't they?
So the difference is, if you measure above the bust and straight across, it's that you have more than an inch between those two things, rather than it being, I've got a really big bust, so I'll definitely need a full bust adjustment.
Yes.
It's because the difference between your chest cavity and your actual full bust is a large difference.
Yes, exactly.
So someone who's a size 8 could do, you need a full bust adjustment.
Yes, exactly.
It just depends on what your measurements are.
Okay,
so
brilliant.
That's what that
So
does.
that's shortening, lengthening, and full bust adjustment, but all of those instructions are included. You get loads of instructions.
Yeah.
They're all included in the instruction paper in there. Yeah. Okay, right, we'll get on with the frock now.
Fab.
Oh, listen, Lynn says, John, what are you doing to me? So many projects, so little time. Get it and then keep it as your stash. You'll always come to it, Lynn, my love.
There we go.
Oh, and then one from Wendy very quickly. Hi, John, off to work, and I'm still running amok, adding fabric and pattern to my basket. Lovely show as ever. Lots of love from Wendy in Leicester. Thank you so much. Oh, where have you gone?
I've just gone to get my fabric.
Okay.
So what I've done, to give us a little bit of extra time, is I've pre-stitched together. That's your back piece.
Yeah.
And that's the front piece. So you've got one central panel that goes right down the middle.
Yeah.
With 2 sides.
Right.
And then you've got one on this side.
Okay, the upstairs camera's very slow.
No, it's fine, don't worry.
So this is your front panel. These are the panels we just showed you, actually. So it's got 2 side panels there and there. And then you've got your centre panel, which has been cut down the fold down there. Now, this is where, if you wanted to, you could get the navy with the white flowers and put those down the sides and have the white down the middle. So that's the front, and then this is the side seam here. Yeah. And and that's the centre back. That's the centre back there. I got confused there. So you'll have 2 of those because you're going to stitch those down there. But because it's got a zip in, you're going to put the zip in there.
Yes.
Aren't you? Okay. I'll stop interrupting.
No, it's fine, don't worry. So if we move these out of the way, and I'll just show you how you match these seams up, because it can look a little bit wrong.
Yes.
We'll put that out like that. That's your neckline.
So this is still the back, is that still
That's
the centre back there? Yep.
And then find the armhole. When in doubt, find the armhole.
Yep.
Place those there. So you can see they don't look like
they should go together. Yeah.
There you go.
But again, if you put them together, if you're used to seeing a basic block, there's your dart that goes into the shoulder seam normally, and there's your dart that goes to your waist. It obviously carries on further down on the side. Okay.
So what you want to do is make sure you just get those markings really well matched
up. Has the pattern got notches on?
Yes, it does. Yeah. So that's what I've done here. Instead of notching it out, I've just drawn that triangle on with the washable pen.
It was a nice colour. Just coming in now. I don't know if you'll see that time. There's a notch drawn on there.
There, and I don't think there's that many on this side.
But you'd only need it for going down that curve, because the rest of it's straight, isn't it?
So make sure you match the top.
Yeah. This is where your cutting is. Like, I know a lot of people go, oh, I can always neaten it off later, I'll just cut out, but the cutting is quite important.
Yeah, because then the seams won't match up, and then you'll end up with wobbly areas, and you won't understand what's gone wrong.
We've all got wobbly areas, thank you.
Well, that's what the pattern's for.
Yes.
There you go.
So you matched it at the top of the shoulder
top
seam.
First, and then I've matched the notch.
Right.
Sure you can see that there.
There you go, yeah.
There, like that, yeah. And then right at the very bottom, make sure your hems match.
Yes. You see, because I used to, when I first started, I never did that. Yeah. And if one was longer than the other at the bottom, I'd just chop it off.
Yeah, just chop it off.
Yeah, which you're not supposed to
We've all done that before.
Yeah.
You know, however much you might cut perfectly, there's always something.
Yeah.
So this is the bit here that can be a bit of a faff because you've got this little bend. But all you want to do...
Hang on, so this one on the top here, and then the one underneath you can see is a completely different shape to it. And you're thinking, oh, that doesn't really match.
How am I going to match that? So what you do is pinch the top, the centre of that, and match that to the biggest part of the bend.
Right.
Like that. And then get to your sides and match those up as well.
Yeah.
There you go. Like that. And that
what you don't want any gathers, you're just easing it in, aren't you?
Yeah, you want to make sure it's nice and flat.
Yeah.
So that should come out when you do it. So, I'll just put a couple down the length because
that should be on the straight, that bit, or
yeah,
shouldn't it?
or at least fairly. Yeah, there you go. I could spend hours just doing this. You know, yeah.
Well, you've only got 45 minutes.
It's a bit of a shame, really, isn't it?
Oh my word, the pattern is hugely popular. Lots of you coming in for the pattern.
What's nice as well is, you know, when people make bridesmaid dresses, you don't have to buy hundreds of patterns. You just buy one. And see this one here, the long with the no sleeves and that's a lovely bridesmaid dress. Well,
you see, isn't that funny? You do that one as a bridesmaid dress. I quite like the one you've done.
Yeah, that would be nice. Because some people do it all in different colours now as well, don't they? Which I was going to say,
where we used to work, there was a wedding venue in the... Are you all right? Have you got everything?
Yeah, I'm fine.
There was a wedding venue in the same place, and we used to have to walk through the weddings to get to our work. Poor people having their weddings used to feel so sorry.
Oh, dear.
And there was one, and I came in and I was so excited because the bride had a typical ivory silk big number on.
Yeah.
And then she'd done all her bridesmaids were obviously like her 6 or 7 best friends.
Yeah.
They were all in completely different colours. And they were all in styles that suited them. So there was one who was obviously a party girl who had like a kind of little basque and a little fit dress. There was another one in a very floaty dress. And I thought it was really lovely. And I went to work and they were like, oh, that sounds horrible. No. I quite like sometimes to do something a little bit, it depends on the bride, obviously, I don't, but you know, I think that's really simple. Yeah. And you can make that in, I just think it's lovely. Anyway.
All right, carrying on.
Because this will suit every whether apple pear, whatever shape you want.
And what's great is you can make those changes as well, so that it will suit everybody. Yeah. And I'm not the biggest fan of things that suit, really, to be honest. I think, you know, if you like it, wear it.
Oh yes, exactly.
Whatever.
You're right there.
Yeah, fine. Just got my thread tangled at the back as usual. There we go. So I'm just doing a normal 5/8 of an inch seam allowance all the way down.
Yeah. So we're just creating the half of the back now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it quite easy, if you're new to dressmaking, I know the pattern fitting, but if you just wanted to make a size 12 without any alterations, was it quite a simple one to do?
It's quite simple as long as you get your numbers right. So because it's the centre front is 1, the sides are 2, and then you've got 3 and 4 at the back. As long as you match your 1 and your 2 and your 3 and your 4, that basic part of it is quite simple.
Oh, okay, brilliant. So it'd be quite good. Because we might be daunting new dressmakers by saying, oh, you can do a full bust assist, or you can do this, you can do this. But if you just want a straightforward size 12, say straightforward size 22, you cut it out at your size 22 or whatever, and you can just make it.
Straight dress, I think as well, the difficulty with new patterns is people don't understand how to make it fit, and they get put off quite quickly.
Yes, exactly.
They make something and it doesn't fit them anymore, and that's quite sad. So if you can start off with something like that.
Lots and lots of new buyers coming today. Welcome to the Sewn Quarter family.
Nearly there now.
Oh, no. Right, okay, there's so many of you with it in your basket. If everyone was to suddenly check out now, there'd be 5 left. There'd be 5 left. Yeah, if you all checked out now, there'd be 5 left. Oh, less now.
Okay. So I've done that there.
Yeah.
And what I've done on the other pieces...
4 left, 3 left.
...is I've finished that seam with a zigzag. So I'll show you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What you would do if you want to check the fitting is before you do any finishes, try it on.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And then with this one, I've trimmed it down to a half.
Right.
So you get a lot of seam allowance on this.
Yes.
So that you've got that room to manoeuvre. So I've cut that in half there, and then I've done a zigzag stitch just over the top.
Have you zigzagged them together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You can fold them out separately and do each separately, but as long as you've pressed it before you do that, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Okie doke. So
I'm so used to making, where I started, making costumes for people. You never, ever stitch the seam allowance together, because this week one person could be wearing, when you're in the theatre, next week I might be off sick and you might be wearing my frock. Do you know what I mean?
It'll be a nightmare to try and get those seams back open.
Exactly.
Okay. So we're going to match this up.
If you need to check out your basket, if you've got it in your basket, go on. Sorry if you're watching later, I do apologise. We'll have to get Ian and the buying team to buy more.
Oh, well. It is a good pattern.
It is a good pattern. It's a
got all
lovely
the
shape
things.
as well, yeah.
There you go. So I've matched up my notch again.
Yeah. So you do what, the shoulder seams now?
The shoulder seams, yeah. That one first. And then this one.
Hello, John and Deborah. Love this morning's show. I'm determined to try and make myself a dress this year for the first time, but patterns terrify me. That's Bridget in North Hampshire. Don't let them terrify you, Bridget. The thing is, the fear is, what is it? The worst fear is fear itself, or whatever that saying is.
Yeah.
What you need to do is you get your pattern home, you sit down with a cup of tea in a quiet room, or I'll have a soya vanilla latte, please. You literally read through the pattern. Don't even get any of the pattern piece out. Don't cut any of the pattern piece out. Just read the pattern over and over again. Sometimes, to force myself, I will take just the pattern on the bus. Yeah. And actually just read through the pattern instructions. She's not doing this on the. She's not doing this opening the whole pattern on the bus. Yeah. I read a really interesting article actually about that, where people they want to start out being an expert at something. Right. And it's the disappointment. Yeah, the disappointment of knowing. Oh, the story of my life. The disappointment of thinking that you're a failure because you didn't get it right straight away, but that's where you learn everything. It's the best bit. Oh, no, completely. But it is true. We do start off thinking, oh, I could do that. And you start thinking, it's like me, I'll tell you what I do with decorating in the house, right? Yeah. I think, oh, anyone can paint a wall. Yeah. And I'll do this bit on the wall, and then I think, oh, I don't know how to do the cutting in up there, don't know how to do the so then I leave it. So my downstairs toilet in Twickenham was like yellow all the way around the middle like this for years, and I never did the above and the below. Well, it's very popular now, that, you know, colour blocking on your walls. Oh, is it? Well, and you get achy arms as well. I don't know how painters do it all day long. Anyway, let's get back to the shoulder seams. There we go. Shoulder seam. That's one. Do you need the iron on? Yes, please. Yeah, we'll put it on. Thank you. And this one. Knacker's never here, that's why. Right. When we first, I'll just explain at home what I'm talking about. When we were, and I'll tell Deborah because she wasn't here. When we very first started here, lots and lots of top management, highbrow people used to come all the time, sit. And little Paul would say, little Paul's code was, the iron is hot, meaning there's somebody in the gallery watching. Not that they couldn't watch on the telly or anything they wanted, but, you know. Yeah, anything they want. So, again, just matching top of the seam, which is at the bottom of your armhole. Armhole, yeah. And then the bottom of the dress there. Yeah. So this seam is easy because both follow the shape. That's why you know if you're going wrong, because if you're trying to put a side seam together and the two seams are completely different shapes, you know you're going wrong then, don't you? That's when you know you need to go back to your numbers. Yes. Have a double check. I made a corset on the sewing bee. Oh, yes. It had, I can't remember, was it something like 14 pieces? Yeah, yeah. But they were all numbered. So I put the numbers on the fabric. Yeah. So that I didn't get wrong. I'm not sure whether I got it right. Is that the week you got kicked off? No. Oh, it might have been, actually. Oh, no. No. Was it the week before? It was the week before, because the week that I got kicked off was leather jacket week. Well, we also know that you didn't get kicked off. We also know that Paul got kicked off that week, and you just came off in sympathy with Paul. That's the story we're sticking to. That's the one we're sticking with. There you go. Jackie, Bonada, Jackie. Morning, John. I've been looking for the perfect pattern for a dress to wear to my cousin's wedding. This is going to be fab. Love, Jackie. You're going to be You're going to look gorgeous. What colour are you going to make it in? I hope you checked out. Right. Oh, loads of people missing out. Loads of you missing out. I do apologise. Right. I just think that the thing is that No. I'm just thinking because you could make it in a really lovely dupion silk, and it would give a completely different look, wouldn't it? Yeah. And it's something with body as well, because it has this lovely kit. Yes, exactly. It would be amazing. Yeah. Okay. How are we doing for time? Yeah, nearly halfway through. All right, that's all right then. Plenty of time to do,
that thing there with the red numbers, that's
a clock. Oh, there you go. That's nice and helpful.
The thing is, they keep moving it.
Yeah.
And I'm always like that going, oh, hang on, where's the time, where's the time, where's the time?
Somewhere.
Right.
Here we go.
Well, I don't know, but the other day it was over there somewhere, near the Christmas trees, I was about to say. I don't mean Christmas trees, obviously.
Obviously not Christmas trees around. There we go.
Right. While you sew that seam, do you mind if I go and do fabric?
Yes,
and
you
then
go
we
do
can
fabric.
come back and do the
take 2 minutes, and then you can...
Don't do anything else. Only do that seam.
I'll wait for the zip.
Don't worry, you're not missing anything. You're not missing anything at all. Right. The cornflower. Yep. Cornflower is the most popular. Oh, do you know? Oh, no, the poppies are the most popular, but so that didn't make any sense till today. Paul said, do the blue one because it's the most popular, and I said that, and he went, actually, no, the poppies are more popular. Here you go. Michael Miller's cornflower fabric in the navy. Yes, they are cornflowers because you can get cornflowers in pink. It's $5.99 for half a metre. Remember, we sell in increments of half a metre. If you do need more than 1.5 meters, please, we advise to ring the call centre. And obviously, when earlier, when we were doing bundles, if you ordered more than one, it came in half-metre pieces. This comes in the length that you order. So if you buy 2 bundles, you get 2 half-meters. But if you order 1 metre of this, you get 1 metre of this. Okay? That's that one. It's lovely, isn't it? Poppies next. They're not here anymore. To there. You just move them from 2 to 1. Right, now this obviously is 2 meters. Maybe it's more than that. Maybe it's 3 meters. Maybe it's 3 meters, actually. You're paying $3.55 for half meter, isn't it? Imagine that dress in this. Imagine how gorgeous that dress is going to look in this. Red poppies on black background. £3.55 for half a metre. Stunning, isn't it? Always sells out. We get it in, it sells out. We get it in, it sells out. We get it in, it sells out. Oh, look. Lots of you with that in your basket. Now, the other thing is when we say, oh, there's this many people within their basket, we can't see at our end, or little Paul can't see, how much you've put in your basket. All he can see is the names of people. It's only when you check out he realises how much you actually bought. Swans. The swans in the mint that Deborah used for the dress. $3.99 for half a metre. It's lovely. You've seen that one. I won't need to unfold that one because that's the one the dress is made out of. See in the back of the dress there. Okay, moving on. We've got the grey. Now, how's the grey doing? Because we only had enough for 2 or 3 people to buy this, didn't we? Okay, now, this is where 4 people have got it left in have got it in their basket. If you're going to buy enough for the dress, you need 3 meters for the dress, don't you? Didn't we say it was 3 meters?
Yeah, but this size is 2.4. So.
2.4 that one was, that's right, and 3.6 was the, if you to make it a size 22. There won't be enough if you all want, if you all want a meter, that's fine. I'll be honest, there's 4 meters, but there's 4 of you got it in your basket. So, if you all got a meter, you'll be fine. But if one of you's bought 1.5 meters, then you won't be, okay? Then I've got the ditsy. The ditsy that we're using over there is the navy ditsy on white. That's the navy ditsy on white, the one that Deborah's using. We've also got the same fabric, white flowers on navy ditsy, which I think would be rather lovely. Most popular out of all the ditsies. That'd be lovely. That dress in that would be lovely, wouldn't it? There you go, $3.99 for half a metre, navy. Then I've got pink flowers on ivory. %100% cotton, machine washable. £3.99. And then we've got the ivory flowers on pink in the ditsy. Do you know what it's like? At home, right, I've got an earpiece in and I can hear everything that my director and producer are saying. And I was just thinking, who do they remind me of wittering up there? You know, on the Muppet Show, there's those two old men that sit in the box at the side of the stage. Constant, constant. This is gorgeous, this fabric. Here we go. White heritage pattern on navy, £3.99 for half a metre. Okay, now, I've got a dress already made out of that, and the pattern, this is different to the one that Deborah's making. But just to show you that fabric made up into a dress, this is the wraparound dress. It's not the same dress as that. Paul said it looks very different. It's because it's completely... Oh, the fabric looks... Oh, it's because it's cut on the bias. It's because it's cut on the bias, you see. Okay, now I've got the pattern. I've got the pattern for that. I've got them in two sizes. We've got it in the size 8 to 16. Again, 4 different varieties of dress there. 8 to 16. That's an empire, it's called an empire line dress because as you saw, the waist seam wasn't on the waist. It was just underneath the bust. Okay, and then we've also got it in the 16 to 24. Very limited on the 16 to 24s. 2 very different styles of dress. So you've got the wrap over front, and you've got like the kind of gypsy, what I call the Adina dress. Okay, let's get back to this dressmaking. Right.
Hello.
Right, where are we up to now?
So, it's all joined together.
Right.
Apart from your back seam.
Right.
Right? And what you need to do is get your zip.
So you don't sew any of the... none of the back seam is sewn, basically?
No, it's completely open at this point. There you go. So if you grab the zip, thank you, tar. Take this bit off.
Oh, look at her ripping the label off my zip.
Sorry. There we go.
Can you manage?
Harder than it imagines, yeah. It's all right, I got it.
56 centimetre zip, this one.
There we go. So what you're going to do is place that onto your fabric.
Okay. Oh, because we only sent you one, and yours is in that dress, isn't it? That's why she's using mine. I was thinking, what's she doing ripping mine?
Sorry.
That's all right. You do what you've got to do.
There we are. Right, so at the very top, you want to make sure you've got your 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. You grab me a washable pen.
£2.99 the zip is. Paul's favourite, YKK.
Oh, here it is. Okay. So from the top down.
Yeah.
See that?
Yeah, they're with you. Yeah.
And 5/8 of an inch. Just do a little mark there.
Yeah. This is the water erasable pen that Deborah's using.
Yeah.
And then, so you're marking your 5/8 of an inch on both sides.
Both sides, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna put your zip on here. So.
Okay, now the dress is inside out.
Yes,
at the moment,
is. Yeah. That's just so that I can put the markings on and I can see them. The pattern recommends for a hook and eye.
Right.
So you can put your zip here, and then you would put your hook and eye there.
On the bit of the zip that's got no teeth on it.
Yeah, exactly. So there. So you match it up to there, and then bring it down. And then, can you see here at the very bottom? Move it up a bit.
Yeah.
There's a sort of stopper. It's pretty see-through, but you can sort of see there's a gap
where the zip
there.
stops, basically.
That's where you want to put your mark.
Right.
Because you don't want it to go past that point.
No. So you mark again on the seam allowance where that stopper is.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, brilliant.
Go. Make sure that's on the other side as well. Because now what we're going to do is stitch from the bottom of the dress up to that mark.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Why did you do it from the bottom of the dress up and not from the mark down? Is there any reason?
I can't think of a reason.
No. So it doesn't matter, really?
No, I don't think it matters. But I would always do that.
But generally. Also, you know that your two hemlines are in exactly the right place, aren't they?
Yeah. If you went from the top down, then they'd get mismatched. So I'm just going to pin that together. Yeah. I've pinned my markings together as well because it had a notch on there as well.
And you also pin where the two notches are, the two little dots are that you just draw.
And instead of going, turn it around that way, instead of going up like I would normally, I'm going to go across. Right. And that shows me, when I get to it, it'll tell me when I have to stop stitching.
Yeah. I always do that if I'm doing bagging out. I've put all my pins going that way, but I put 2 pins where I've got to stop. Do you know what I mean? So I get to 2 pins. Why is there 2 pins in it? I've got to stop, because otherwise, if you're miles away, listen to the radio and you can just carry on stitching.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sewn Quarter and John, for getting me back into sewing. Carry on the good work and happy birthday for Wednesday. Jean in Lincolnshire. Jean, thank you. You know, Jean, I used to live in Louth. Is that near you? We used to live in, and my brother stayed at boarding school there. Finding dress information, very interesting, says Alison in Dunbartonshire. That's my Scotland, isn't it? Joanne, morning, John. Sorry I missed it. Sorry if I missed it, John. What's the width of the ditsy fabric? It's 110 centimetres, which is 43 inches. 43 inches. You didn't miss it, Joe. I didn't mention it. Yeah, didn't mention it.
Okay, we're just going to stop at my dots.
Yeah.
Go back and then forwards again. Make sure it's solid. And then next, I'm going to change the settings on my sewing machine.
Oh.
So I'm on a very long stitch.
Right.
Okay. So I had mine on 4 at home, so we'll stick it on 4.
Okay. So that's not a gather stitch, it's just a long, like a basting stitch.
It's a long basting stitch, because what we're going to do, we're going to stitch this seam closed.
Oh, you
put the zip down the middle.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. This is good, this method.
I like this method. It gives it more of a kind of vintage feel, I think, as well.
You can also, if you're frightened about basting it on the machine, you can hand tack it. You can hand tack, but you have to hand tack exactly on the sewing line, don't you? On the 5/8. Whether you hand tack or you machine tack, you have to sew on the seam line itself. Yes.
Because that means you have a very exact line, so you don't see.
Yes, because I'm terrified of zips. I hate zips.
Oh, really? Oh.
Not wearing them, but putting them in.
But putting them in.
Yeah.
I think everyone has their kryptonite, haven't they?
Yeah.
And
I think mine is because I trained on period. I trained period clothing, so we didn't really do zips.
Ah, of course.
But I can whip on a hook and eye, right?
Yeah.
So what's you doing now?
Changing the sewing machine foot for
the zipper foot.
You can see it there.
Yeah.
It's an E.
Oh, watch the go. This way, that way.
There you go. E foot. And you can sort of see it's narrower than a normal foot.
Yeah.
That's the normal foot there.
E isn't the letter it starts with. E is where it comes in your in the little box. It comes in a little box E if you've got the 680 machine.
It tells you.
What's your bet, Noah, then? What do you hate doing? What's your...
I hate doing hook and eyes.
Oh, there you go. We make a brilliant team. Then you can do the zip and I'll do the hook and eyes.
All right, that sounds perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to zip through that there. I've put my zip foot on, but it's not necessary at this point, but we'll do it for now. It will go through there, won't it? Yeah. Okay.
Someone has just phoned and I missed how much material I require for a size 22. Finding the information very good. Thank you both. Deborah, not me. I think it was 3.6 metres, but let me just suddenly check. So, a size 22, if you do A, you need 2.9 metres. If you do B, you need 3. So 2.9, you're going to need to be 3 metres. You need to buy 3 metres. If you do B, you're going to have to buy 4 metres because you need 3.6 metres. If you do C, you need 4.4 metres. And if you do... Oh, there's only C. There's only 3. Yeah, sorry. So I'll show you the back, actually. I'll show you the back. So the pattern's sold out, but I'm just showing you the different styles there, because obviously you need more for that one. So that one was 3.6 metres. That one there was... I'm getting confused now. No, that one there was 2.9 metres. That one's 3.6 metres, and then that one was 4.4 metres. Okay.
Can I have my iron,
remember,
please?
we sell by the half metre, remember, as well.
Sorry, can I have my iron, please, John?
Oh, yes, you can. Sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry, this again. Remember, if you buy 1 unit, you get half a metre. 1 unit, you get half a metre.
Use the whole thing?
Oh, you need the whole thing?
Yes, please. So put it there.
No, you can't iron on.
I can't do it with that
No,
mat.
that's fine. I'll just do it. Oh. There you go. There you go. There you go.
We don't want to melt the mat, would we?
Oh, no, this is the only downside of dressmaking in this studio, is when we're doing something like these seams, you really need the whole ironing, the length of the ironing board, don't you, to do the seams. Because I was doing my dresses for my pattern cutting show the other day. There's one on the stand over there. And the other day, and I was trying to do it on this, it was like, I need a proper full-length ironing board. Yeah. Christina says, when you insert the zip, do you match the zip right to the top or lower down? Loving the show from Christina.
Okay, so where I said before, you have your matched line here. Yeah.
The camera's coming in now.
There we go.
So Christina.
So that's the very top of the fabric there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where my 5/8 are.
Yeah, because
so
you've got a 5/8
that's going to fold over
yeah.
and be inside, so we don't want to catch it in there. What you can do is if you don't mind the bulk of the zip, you can put it right up to that marking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that way, when you zip it up, it will go right to the very top. If you want to try and hide that, you bring it down and match the top of the zipper tape to your mark.
Yeah.
And then put that in. And then you'll put a hook and eye in the top, and that'll
Which is what you've done on this one, isn't it?
That's got it all the way to the top, actually.
Oh, this one's got all the way to the top.
Yeah.
So this one goes right. So, but Christina, you make the choice. I'll bring this in.
Yeah.
You can make the choice. This is the one where you take the zip right to the top of your seam allowance.
And you can see the bulk of the zip. If you don't mind seeing the zip, then you can leave it there. But if you need,
if you want to, you can make it lower down. Put a hook and bar at the top, or hook and eye at the top.
All right.
Yes, so I think we need to discuss with the powers that be next door. When we have a dressmaking show, we'll need with full seams like this, we need a proper full-on ironing board.
Yeah, because I think you need to be able to slip the dress on, so you're not creating creases on the other side. So I have, like you were saying before, separated that seam out.
Right.
So that it's
pressed it open.
Open. Yeah, because that's where you're going to lie your zip in the middle.
Yeah.
There we are.
So at the moment, So at the moment, from where the bottom of the zip's going to be, it's stitched properly.
Yeah.
And then from the bottom of the zip to the top, it's done with a big basting stitch, basically.
Yeah. I put it on 4 for my machine.
4. Yeah, don't go too big, because then you'll start gathering it, and you don't want it to gather.
And you'll get gaps as well that get in the way of your zip teeth and things. There we go.
Okay.
Right. So then we just lie.
Yeah,
that's fine. It's done now. You lie your zip into that seam allowance there.
Right, now this time, notice that the zip head is facing the right side of the fabric, as it were, isn't it? So it's as it will be on the dress.
Yeah. So, put that there.
Yeah.
The top's tricky to pin. Pull your zip down, pin it, like so.
Yeah.
And then pull your zip back up again. Because
once you pin those in
Once you pin it, well, you have to do it kind of.
Say it again, sorry.
There we are. And then just match. Make sure you've got an even amount of fabric on either side of the zip as you go down.
Yeah. But now you're pinning this to the complete everything, not just the seam allowance. You're pinning it to the seam allowance and right the way through to the dress itself.
Yeah, that's right, because you are going to see it on the outside of the fabric. So it's just about slow and steady with this, so that it looks nice and neat.
So the zip feet, or the coil, is sitting exactly on the seam.
Yes. And you can sort of, if you want to, as you go down, put your hand in and just feel that that's right in the middle. Yeah. But you should be able to see that the excess should lie one way or the other, so it shouldn't be too difficult to do.
How much dress for a size 14? No, how much material for dress size 14? This is for Shirley. Size 14, Shirley. For dress A, you'll need to buy 3 meters. For dress B, you'll need to buy 3 meters. And for dress C, you'll need to buy 4 meters. Thank you for explaining the zip process. I get very nervous when I insert zip, but love dressmaking. Your shows have made it even more enjoyable. Love, Christina.
Oh, brilliant.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, I think it's one of those things, you just, once you get over the fear, and actually, you know, it's not the end of the world if people can see your zip teeth.
No.
You know.
But also, we say this about sewing all the time, if you go wrong, unpick it and go back.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, my older brother who's a surgeon.
You see my badge?
Oh, what's this? Oh, no regrets. A quick unpick, there's a no regrets. He can't make mistakes and go back, can he? But we can.
No, exactly. Right. So, let's go.
So what are you doing now then?
So, what I'm doing, taking that first pin out just so I can get it to match nicely.
Yeah.
putting it down, and then you can see you can have this on either side of the zip teeth.
Yes.
Just depends on which side you're using at the time.
Yeah.
So I'll wait for the camera to pop that up. There you go. And I'm putting the teeth on the right-hand side. Your zipper foot is on the left-hand side. Yeah, that's probably better. And then you pop that down, and you can see on your actual zip, it has like almost like a grain line.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can see how it folds, and you can just follow one of those lines. If you don't feel confident that you can see that, just draw a line straight onto your zip, and that'll make sure you go.
How do you make sure you don't catch the front of the frock?
Catch the front of the frock. Oh, this part?
Yes.
You mean that bit?
Yeah, like, because you've got the front of the dress underneath
You could do it separately, so you could do the front first and then do the back, put the zip in, and then join the front and the back together.
Oh, right, okay. I was just worried in case I know what I'd do if I did this. I'd be going along.
Stitch through both.
And a bit of the,
yeah, I would definitely do that too, so I'll try not to do that today.
Yeah, oh, right, sorry.
No, it's fine.
So you can make the front of the dress and the back of the dress, put the zip in the back of the dress, and then do the side seams if you want to make it even easier for yourself.
Exactly. So then what you're going to do, you get about a few, maybe 1.5 inches down.
Yeah.
Leave your needle in the machine.
Yeah.
Pop your foot up.
Yeah.
And then zip it back closed.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes, because it's really important not to get a bumpy, because you can see it on the other side, can't you?
I've had to pull my needle up actually because I've left it quite close to the zipper teeth.
Okay.
So if you do find that, it's not too much of an issue.
Yeah.
There we go. Right. And then just go straight down as neatly as you can. Took that out so it doesn't do it. There you go. Much better.
So you're just literally using the zipper foot. You've got the zipper foot to the left of the zip, but you've got the needle pushed across to the right. So you're actually stitching right down the coil, the edge of the coil of the zip. You can't really see much there because what's happening is because the dress is just folding. There you go. That's better. You just have to keep making sure that the front of the dress isn't going to get caught in the stitches underneath.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks more bulky than it is.
There we are.
We're nearly at the bottom of it.
Yeah. Oh. Needle's fallen out. It's exciting, isn't it?
That's my fault. Out.
Every time I come, I make them change the needle.
Oh, and then put it in properly.
And then I've put it in a bit loose.
So have you got oh, you got it, yeah.
I'm a bit fussy about my needles.
Oh, no. I think it's a good idea. Because you're supposed to change your needle after every 8 hours of stitching with it.
Yeah.
Save the needle in case you're going to do foundation paper piecing or something like foundation work or anything, or anything that you're going to sew through, like the base of a bag or something like that. Save those, but not for your best fabrics.
Right. So I've stopped right at the end of the zip.
Yeah.
Pop your foot up. Twist your dress round and then go
across the bottom.
Across the bottom.
Now you can, on these YKK zips, you can sew across the coil as well. It's not like an old-fashioned zip where you couldn't sew across the zip because they were metal.
Yeah, if it was metal, it would go right
fabric,
through it.
This fabric that we use, the blue ditsy fabric on the white background. It's $3.99 for half a metre. If you've never bought from us before, you can buy it 2 ways. You can ring the call centre 0800 112 44 33, and they'll allocate it to you and take your order and everything. You have got to log in. Also, if you're a new buyer, if you spend over £10 on your first purchase, obviously only bought a metre of this, you wouldn't make the £10. But there you get that over £10 purchase on your first buy. You get the free rotary cutters. You don't have to do anything, don't have to fill anything out, you just get them automatically. Or, of course, you can buy on the web. And if you buy on the web, you just go to the either the box that's there or the box that's underneath the screen. Click on it. Now, remember, if you buy fabric, 1 unit is half a metre. And you can check out as many times as you like, and you only pay 1p of £2.95 for the that's the standard delivery. 4 to 6 working days normally. You all right there?
Yep, just got to get this.
Are you doing the opposite way around on the zip now, moving the head on the zip? No, it's fine. You won't be able to see anything because all the dress is in the way there.
There we are. There we go. back exactly where I came out.
Okay.
And then get to the top. I'm just saying, just to get your needle back to where you get it. Exactly where you got it out from.
Okay.
And you should be. If you take a look at it, turn it the right way around.
Ta-da. Have absolutely loved this show. You've taken a lot of my fear away. Thank you for showcasing such detail.
Oh, fabulous.
I haven't finished yet, Bridget. Look. Now, so this is the centre back.
Yeah.
You've got the top stitching down either side of the zip. You're not going to see... Oh, yes, you can wear it there. So you've got your top stitching either side of the zip. But you still can't get to your zip. Because that seam is still stitched up, isn't it?
Yes. So what we do is run an unpicker right down the middle. It's the scary bit, but it's really satisfying.
Okay.
So, go from the bottom.
Little Paul says it's like opening a present on Christmas morning.
Exactly. So you make sure it's in there like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we got that. Hang on.
Right,
there we go. There we go.
And then... Make sure you... Got a big tuft of thread now. There we are.
If you're not quite as confident, you can unpick it one stitch at a time.
Yes, nice and slowly, but there's something very satisfying about that.
There you go.
And there you go, and now you've got a full open zip.
Brilliant.
Now, the slightly less satisfying thing about doing it that way is that you then have to go through and
take all your threads out, yes.
But they do kind of, if you just rub it, most of them just pop out as they are.
Yes, we had a quick unpick with a bumblebee bottom. I don't think we've got them anymore, which had a little thing, like a little rubber thing, and you go like that, and it pulled all the little threads out.
That's fantastic, isn't it?
Okay, so then when you've taken all of those out, your zip's in, but then just talk me through what the next... I think I've got about a minute and a half left.
Oh, right, OK,
what the next stage would be.
So, next stage would be your facing.
Right.
So we've got the facing here, and what you do, this is the sewing.
Okay.
And you can, I've done it by hand, so I've just laid it out flat.
Yeah, and just
tacked it down, and then cut those pieces out.
That's your, not your iron-on, you're sewing interfacing that we sell here in the... Okay, so so you've sewn your facing pieces.
And you face them right sides together.
Yeah.
Fold them in again.
Yeah.
Understitch, which we covered last time, which is where you stitch the seam allowance to the facing, and then do your sleeves if you
And then what would you do round the back? How does it work where the zip is?
Where the zip is, I'll show you that way around.
So you've stitched the facing on with your 5/8 of an inch seam allowance.
Yeah, so that's all there, that's all now encased.
Yeah.
And when you have your facing, what happens is, it's easier to show you on the dress actually, if we've got a second.
Yeah.
There. Your facing comes down. Yeah.
Hang on, we'll just come into there. There you go.
Yeah.
This is your facing here.
Folds down.
Yeah.
So that edge is all sorted, and then you just tack that to the zip.
Oh, I see.
And that holds the facing down.
Right.
And means you've got no raw edges on the inside as well.
Okay, so would you do the same? Because you've done your zip right to the top here.
Yep.
If you're doing the hook and bind, so say your zip finishes here.
Yeah.
And you're doing your hook and bind, you do exactly the same, tucking your facing in.
Yeah.
And then you sew.
Yeah.
Your lovely little hook and eye, which you've not done on yours, but you just sew it at the top neck.
At the top there, and that will bring those two seams nice and neatly together, so that when you bring your zip, it will tuck inside the fabric.
Yeah.
Like that.
And these are your, well, they're calling them brass, but they're actually silver coloured, these. Aren't they? Yeah. I'll check that out afterwards. Anyway, these ones you're going to get.
It's made of brass, rust-proof brass, but it's coated in silver.
It's obviously silver colouring on the top, isn't it? Thank you, Deborah. We're seeing you in an hour.
Yes.
Oh, children's.
Yes.
Brand new book, and we've got children's little top and little skirt bundles, haven't we? 3 different bundles to choose from. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
I'm going back to my very tidy desk number 2. What, just trip over something on the way? No, no. Right, here we go. Poppies, there you go. Sells out every time we get it. Sells out every time we get it. Half a metre, remember, we sell it by half-metre increments. That's what you get for your half a metre. £3.55. It's lovely, isn't it? Always sells out. It's always very, very popular. If you've got it in your basket, please check out. Okay, that's the poppies. Moving on to the Michael Miller cornflower. There you go. That dress looked gorgeous in this. Dark colours, very popular today, aren't they? $5.99 for half a metre. Beautiful. Then the swans and mint that Deborah made hers out of. This one, these are all very popular. $3.99 for half a metre. This fabric, you know, I did the circular skirt on Friday. This fabric would look lovely in the circular skirt because your swans would all be on your bias, so they've been moving all over the place. Now, I don't know if there's any of the grey left, is there? We'll just double check. All right, the grey one, I can't show you the grey one. What it is more people have got it in their baskets than we've got fabric, so you need to check out of the grey one. I'm not going to put the graphics in. You need to check out. If you've got the grey one in your basket, you need to check out, all right? Right, white flowers on navy background. Very, very popular, this one. White ditsy on blue background. Oh, loads, you got that in your basket. Loads, you got that in your basket. Well done. Then I've got the negative of that one. No, negative sounds a horrible word, doesn't it? The reverse of that one. We've got the ivory creamy background with the blue flowers. I mean, they've called it white, but it's definitely like a clotted cream white rather than an ivory white, rather than a bright, bright optical white. Then I've got the pink background with the white flowers, or ivory flowers. And then the reverse of that one, which is the ivory background. Do you know what? I'm going to be a great uncle again. That's frightening, isn't it? My niece is having another baby. $3.99. And then, now this one's lovely. I don't know how much there is left. We'll just have a look, just double check for you. Okay, check out. That's all I'm going to say. And I'll just show you that made up in a dress pattern. This is a different dress pattern. This is the Empire line. Lovely, isn't it? Right, don't go anywhere. Now, it's only a 2-minute break, everyone. Be warned, it's only a 2-minute break. So I'm going to have to run and get my apples in a minute. I'll see you. I've got John Scott, because Amanda's not here. Amanda's poorly. So I'm doing an impromptu John Scott workroom tools and books coming up straight after this break.
Join us on Facebook. Simply search for The Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more.
Sewing Quarter's first birthday is on Wednesday the 31st of January, and we have a week of special shows to celebrate. Finishing off the first morning of our birthday party at 11 AM, John and Natasha are taking part in a fun sewing challenge in the Great Sewing Quarter Sew-Off. Guest designers Lucy Brennan and Victoria Peat will guide our presenters through an hour of sewing against the clock. It's certain to be a show full of fun and laughter. Join us to see what Natasha and John will create, along with expert tips from our brilliant designers. So tune in at 11 AM on Wednesday the 31st of January for our first ever Sewing Quarter Sew-Off competition. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 or Sky Channel 678. As soon as you place an order with us, we get to work on making your shopping experience that extra bit special. Our warehouse team pick your items and cut your fabric with the greatest care and precision. Cut fabric is neatly folded and packed in a tissue paper-lined presentation box. And when we're satisfied that it's just perfect, it gets the Sewing Quarter seal of approval. So whether you're giving a gift or treating yourself, you can shop with confidence, knowing your Sewing Quarter purchases will arrive in style.
Join us on Facebook. Simply search for the Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more. We are celebrating our first birthday. Sewing Quarter turns 1 year old on Wednesday the 31st of January, and we're inviting you to join the party. Tune into Sewing Quarter for a special week filled with fun, for competitions and plenty of prizes, plus amazing guests and fantastic deals. Starting at 8 AM on Wednesday, Natasha and I will be together in the studio looking back at all the amazing highlights of our very first year. And we'll be racing against the clock with a special challenge for us. So don't miss our week of celebrations from Wednesday the 31st of January. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78, Sky Channel 678, and online at sewingquarter.com.
I know I said it was going to be 2 minutes, but lovely Chris, floor manager, had a bit of an accident. We just had to mop it up for him, see. But he's all right. I know he did. Anyway, we had this the other day. It is so popular. We thought we've got to show it again. Now, this is where I get a bit lazy because Natasha does all the work here. So I'd just like to introduce Natasha and they've changed the name of it, haven't they? The Garment Steamer.
Hi, I just want to show you today our monster garment cleaner. Now, this is a steam cleaning device and it's something that we use every day here at Sewing Quarter. It's revolutionised for me the need for using an iron, which I absolutely hate. So we steam our clothes before we come on air, and this has lots of fabulous features, which I just want to talk you through a few of my favourites. Now, firstly, it's very portable, it's very easy to use. Down the bottom here, which you don't get with all steam garment cleaners, you've got down here lots of different options. So when you come and you turn it on, you've got the off position there. That's obviously self-explanatory. Then this one here is just a humidifier. So it's just going to bring some steam and freshen your garments. Now here, this one looks a bit strange, doesn't it? But this little icon here is a sterilizing one. So if you maybe are bringing curtains out that have been sat around for a little bit, or if you've got baby fabrics or a baby quilt that you want to make sure is super, super clean before you give it back to the child, then this is a fabulous one to use because it's going to sterilize and use that steam without any detergents or anything like that to kill any germs or any nasties on there, which is a brilliant one. Now you notice then we have two different garments here. The white garment here, this is for lighter weight garments. So your shirts and things like that, that's a perfect one to have that setting on. The black garment there, that is for your heavier weight garments, and also for your curtains and your quilts and things like that. That is the perfect setting to have those on. Now, once you have it out of the box and assembled, you're going to want to fill it with water so that you can start steaming. Simply lift the tank out, turn it upside down, unscrew, fill with water, screw back up, and then slot back in, and you are good to go. You get lots of goodies with your steamer, which are fabulous. Now, I know a lot of you will be saying, but Natasha, I don't have much space. That's fine. Look how small this package is down to. So it's the size of one of your little hoovers at home. Takes up no more room than that. You can even unscrew the hose if that's a problem as well. You can just unscrew that and it takes up hardly any room at all. Now, when you come to assemble it, it's very, very simple. That pole goes in there like that, and then you just screw it on. Now, this is a telescopic pole, so you can then just flip these open and have them at whatever height you wish. Super easy to do. Now, the other thing that this comes with are different attachments for the nozzle. So when you've got your nozzle here, you can just steam with that. When it's turned on, you'll see that it's ready. Lots of steam will be coming up and the light will turn on. You can just use it like that, like I say, absolutely fine. For those stubborn creases or heavier fabrics that are sometimes a little bit more tricky, then what you might want to do is add on your brush feature. Now, the brush feature just clips on like that, and you can use that brush against the fabric to help bring out any of those heavier, more indented creases. So that's a great one to have. The next one is for your trouser press. Yes, you can do trousers in this too, which is brilliant. And if you want to press creases in as much as creases take them out, then you can always clip that on to your fabric there and use that as you steam up and down. And the last thing that I wanted to show you is this. So this clips onto your pole at whatever height you like, depending on the length of the trouser, and you have clips there to clip your trousers onto at the base. And when I lift this up here, push that across there, I can clip my trousers in top and bottom to hold in place to then steam. So once you have it all assembled, it's time to switch it on. Now, this red light here will only come on once it's to temperature. So you want to wait for the red light to come on and you'll already start to see the steam coming out the top of the steamer. So that's your cue, and then you know that you are ready to go and we can see it in action. So start at the bottom, holding it a little bit away from the fabric. If you've got a heavy fabric or you've got really thick creases, then you might want to go over it a couple of times. But always start from the bottom and let the steam do the job as it rises all the way up. And those creases just fall away.
Now, you see, it says garment steamer then. It says monster garment steamer on the thing, doesn't it? If you all check out, that's all sold. That's sold, so you need to check out your basket. Graphics come. Now, this, you'll know this. It's one of my favourites, isn't it? Look at the way it moves. Look at the way this moves. Look at those wheels. They're fun. You could do that on a decent, on your decent little, what's it, get on the airplane, you know, case, little travel case. This is fantastic. We loved it. Now, can I just tell you, first of all, that if you go, no, I'm not telling you, I've done it for you. If you go on to, I don't know how to say this. I've seen this for £50 more on the website this morning. Not our website, obviously, because it's $99.99 here. I saw this for $149.99 on someone else's website this morning. That's all I'm saying. I also saw it on, you know, I do my research in the morning, and it was the second one down. So I went to one other person, and they had it for the same price as us. And then went to another person, and it was £149.99. What is it you're saying? It's the most fantastic little trolley storage unit, made by Simplicity, so that you know that it's good quality. So the bottom two layers right here, bottom two layers, these lovely big boxes. Now, what happens on these is, hang on, inside that one, and inside this one. They're big boxes, so you can either have them like this. So if you want to carry your bigger fat quarters in there, you want to carry anything in there, you can do. But if you think, John, no, I want to just put little snips in there and thimbles and threads and things like that, well, you can do, because it also comes with these dividers. So you can either divide up with this, with the little dividers there. You get 4 of those, so you get 2 in each one. Or you get 2 of these, which you can divide them that way. So you want to put your rulers or your scissors in or something like that, so you just divide them that way. Temporary, so you can change it as much as you want. But you get 2 of those boxes with 2 different lots of dividers. Good quality plastic. Well, it's Simplicity, you know that it's good, you know that it's good. This label comes off, so you don't have to pull it around with that great big label on if you don't want to. That slides in there, that slides in there. Then look at these. There's so much room to put all your stuff away. Now, these are lovely. These are already permanently divided. You can't change these, right? When I do this with Hannah, she goes, I'll have crisps in one, cucumber in another, and hummus dip in the other. I don't advise that at all. It's because she's hungry all the time, because she's on Slimming World. So you get that with the 3. You get that with the 3. So they fit in there right way around. That's it. There you go. And then this one here is just one big compartment, decompartment. All of this is fantastic value for money. Slide that, nowhere near finished, nowhere near finished. So, side here, you've got side pockets. You've got a lovely big pocket there, put your magazines or your patterns or anything in there. Books in there. Then more, you put your rulers in the side there. And then, let me just push the handle down. There we go. Right, on the top here, this is fantastic. So, there you go. There you go. Now you see this from the top. Right? And you're thinking, look at all the spools in there. Look at all the spools I can keep in there. Right? I haven't got that many spools, but I've got bars of chocolates. Wet. Back to the thing, please. I don't want to put spools in. I want to put bars of chocolates in. Well, you can do. Because that's the perfect size. You know those posh chocolates? Like the Himalayan salt and raspberry and all those sort of things. They fit beautifully. They're like kind of swirly. Oh, actually, it looked like the Tim Holtz fabric earlier, the swirly paper. Anyway, then you've got these here. This one at the front here, a little compartment here to put your things in. And then, there it is. And then there's also one at the back here, but you can't open that one while the handle's down. So it's a nice secure one, because you can't open that while the handle's down. You have to lift the handle up, and then the clasp to open it is round the back there. Now remember, that if you're new to us, there's only one P&P. So if you bought this and you bought some fabric, you'd still only pay £2.95. If you buy this, some fabric and a sewing machine, it's still only £2.95. Oh, there you go. So my display wasn't good enough. Little Paul's had to put another one in. That's nice to know, isn't it? Lovely that he loves me that much that he has to do that to me. £99.99. Remember, I saw it, and I can prove it. If anyone says, oh, I don't believe you, John, I'll go out there. I'll print it. You can do it at home. I just can't tell you which one it is. No, I can't. I could, because it's a competitor. It's a competitor. I can say that, can't I? It's a competitor. So they've got it for £149.99 today. OK. Where do I start now? Oh, it's just called John's Tool Time. I haven't got a name for it today. OK. Oh, so you have to order those, do you? Oh, OK, didn't know that. Right, so if you want tools, go on. Where shall I start? Oh, I had this yesterday. Brilliant. Very, very... Now, have I got any left? I'm surprised I've got any left. They were flying out yesterday, these. The Fiskars Scissor Sharpener, £12.95. Now, it's not very attractive to look at, but if you've got a pair of scissors, now, it can only be right-handed scissors. You cannot use it for left-handed scissors, right? Get your shears, or pinking shears, obviously. Get your scissors. You slide them into, sorry, there you go. Slide them into the two sections there, and then you literally go like that. Work your scissors up and down. Obviously, you can do the whole length of the blade like that. Work it, girl. Make sure you hold on to here. There's no suctions or anything to hold it in place, so you do need to hold on to there. So please be careful, because obviously your hand is going to be near moving scissors, shears. There you go. You can hear it working. Now, I said yesterday, if you happen to, because the worst thing is if you chop over a pin, sometimes you get a little nick on your scissors, right? You can work that to work it out. Now, obviously, somebody messaged you yesterday going, oh, I've got a great big nick. Might not work with that. You might have to take it to a hardware store or something to get that sorted. But it's brilliant. Keeps them lovely and sharp. Makes them live a little bit longer. £12.95. Well done. Lots of people putting that in their basket. Congratulations. I'll do those scissors then next, shall we? The shears. They're a 25. These are the ones I used on my show on Friday. These are the 25cm shears. Still got my fingerprints all over them, look. £22.99. Fiskars. These are brilliant. These are absolutely brilliant. They're the traditional. I had some very like this. I don't think the ones I had to start with, they were by a different company, starting with W, but I don't think they exist anymore. £22.99. They're good. Now, a lot of people, these are big shears. These are very, very big shears. Excellent now, £22.99. Nice and sharp. Fiskars as well, very good quality. Nice shaping of the handles. Okay, rotating cutting mat next. Now, when we got this in, every time we get this in, I know it's boring, I say it all the time. It sells out every time. It sells out every time. It comes in two pieces when it arrives in your house. This is the one, now this is very scratchy because it's the one we use, all our designers use this one. This is the non-slip coating on the bottom here to stop it slipping on your table. And then all that happens is this disc on the bottom of here sits into the little hole there. And then look, we create. Now, yesterday, Carol messaging yesterday said she bought one of these and she uses it to ice her cakes with. She's got a cake business and she uses it to ice her cakes with because she turns the cake round, does a bit more, turns the cake round. Don't have to move the cake, do you? Well, it's the same with when you... I'm just going to switch that iron off because it's making it smell. When you're working on small projects, it's really good because you might not want to move your fabric, might you? Oh, I've got a sleeve. Do you know what I mean? So imagine this was a block and you're cutting it. I haven't got a ruler, so I can't do it. But you know what I mean? You don't have to move the fabric at all. You move the board. Morning, John. I've got the Simplicity Storage Caddy. One of the best things I've ever bought from Nick Victoria. There you go. That's not me. That's not me saying that. That's Victoria from Northamptonshire. Anyway. All our designers use this. Angie, Lucy, Janice, they all use this. They love it. £32, and so do you. £32.99. Just cut me up while I'm doing that, thank you. Right. Oh, okay, little Paul's seen something he likes. Oh, I thought you meant on the board. Right. Going very fast, little Paul. It's only 17 minutes past. Right, Odicoat. Now, I normally have a thing of water. I've not got that today, no. Right. No, not a cup, a bowl of water, so you put the thingy in it. I've got a cup of water. I haven't got a towel, though, so don't worry. I'll witter away, sorry. If you want to make your favourite fabric into, like, waterproofing, like a PVC finish, then you can use Odicoat, right? What they suggest you do is you Odicoat it on before you start making your product. I won't open it up, but it's a thick gloop that you either put on with a paintbrush or like a credit card thing, work it into the fabric. If you only want to put one layer in, no, I'll start again. You can put up to three layers on, right? You need to leave 2 hours between each one. So put the first one on, leave it for 2 hours, put the second coat on, leave it for 2 hours, put the third coat on, and then leave it for 24 hours to dry properly. And it then gives your fabric, I seem to have only got half of the kit for this, but you then get this finish to this fabric, like a really, really lovely finished fabric, and it's waterproof. Now, what I suggest to do is I would also, if you're going to make a wash bag like this, I'd also Odicoat the lining for the inside, because then if something spills inside it, then the you like imagine your shampoo bottles in, it opens. It's not going to come out all over your clothes in the suitcase, is it? Or your toothpaste. Toothpaste, the worst, isn't it, really? But what you can also do is, I haven't got it here with me today, but when Crazy Brecca Reed was on, she Odicoated a little glasses case that she'd made, and she Odicoated it after it had made, and it works just as well like that. And then this one, now this is where I usually have a bowl of water, and I put this in the bowl of water, and I go like this, and I go, oh, look at all the rivulets of water dripping off there. Look at those rivulets dropping off there of the water, right? And then I dry it off on my towel, the towel here that I've got with my initials on. And then I open it like this, and I go, look, the inside is as dry as a bone. It didn't get wet at all. It's dry. It's fantastic, isn't it? And I've also usually got 3 of these that show the three different stages of the fabric. But I haven't got any. I mean, well done. Somebody said you can do 1.5 meters of fabric with it. Someone did say, I think you get 250 millilitres. The most important thing is if you use a paintbrush, like a thick paintbrush, paint it on, then scrape it in, work it into the fabric, scrape it off the fabric, and it's just brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. The iron is cold, because I haven't had this iron on, have we? No, the big iron, I turned the big iron off because it was making smelly noises. No, that's something completely different. Blimey, that took me back to my childhood then. Right, this iron. Jo Carter loves this iron because she doesn't have to move very far in her workroom. She has it on an ironing pad mat on the corner of her desk. So when she's working on her projects here, she just doesn't have to, she just puts a stool, she's got a stool on wheels, she wheels it over, irons it over, and wheels it back. It's brilliant. It's got a very long cord, look. Then very quickly, I'll run through this. Oh, no, has this one got water in it already? Hey, the other day, yesterday, Hayley hadn't put she'd put it away with water in, so when I got it out on the table, water went everywhere. This is the little stopper here, because it's a steam iron, that the water goes in. These are the little windows here, where you can see that the water is full. Steam on, steam off, button there. Old-fashioned dial to get your temperature right and everything. Turn it round, there's a red light here that goes on until the iron's hot enough, and then it goes off. You've got a clip for your wire there when you're putting it away. And then, of course, on the back here, now, you've got the steam. Now, Janice used this for her project on Saturday. Was she on Saturday? Yeah, Saturday. Over the tailoring ham and things like that. So you can do it for lovely little seam, a lovely little seam. She did a little girl's dress, and she was doing the shoulder seams with it. But I've done a shirt with this. It's good enough to, a lot of people, you get a carrier bag, not a carrier bag. No, it's not it. You get a little bag, and you get a little plastic thing to fill your water with, you know, your little water thing. And there was somewhere else I was going then with this. Oh, I know, ergonomically designed. So it's got a soft grip handle. And a lot of my ladies who have dexterity issues said it's brilliant for doing this. A lot of people have bought it as a travel iron as well, because even though it's got a bit of weight, so it's not going to add too much to your weight of your suitcase. £39.99. You know, in the breaks, the designers do 3 favourite tools. They all fought over this one. They were all fighting over. I think Joe and Paul got it in the end, but I think they were all fighting over doing it. They all came and go, oh, I'd like to do that mini iron. No, no, someone else, Paul's doing that. No, Joe's doing that, you can't do that. Always sells really well. Always sells incredibly, incredibly well. Now, do you want to do my little tool here? No? No? Yeah? Oh, no, no, I thought you said, well, it's fine, I'll do this, and then I'll go on to the books. If you're making a quilt, you know when you've made the top of your quilt, and then you lay your quilt out, you put your backing on the floor, don't you? Then you put the wadding, then you put the topping, and then you have to either safety pin or safety pin or tack it, baste it. That's what it is. Baste it together. Don't have to do that now. Don't have to do that now. So, do what? Oh. Right, that's good. Where are they then? Okay, have a look at the picture first. This is what you get. So you get the micro-stitch tool, which already has, hang on, the micro-stitch tool also already has some of the plastic things in. And then they've bundled it, so you get they're called neutral, or natural, and black ones there. So you get the extra ones there. 2,400 extra. Well, no, they're not extra. I'm going to say that again. You get 2,400 in the 2 refills, plus the ones that are in the bundle of the box. Have I got one in a packet to show? Right, okay. Right, so let's say this is the backing. It's not, this is a circular skirt. That's the backing of my quilt. Then I've put my wadding down. Oh, it's a real makeshift show today, isn't it? And then we get the top of this is the top of my beautiful, isn't that lovely? Look at those log cabins on that quilt, aren't they lovely there? So you lay it all out, then instead of basting it, or instead of safety pinning it, you literally get your tool like this. Now, please be careful, because the needle is sharp. You take the safety nozzle off, and there's a very, very sharp needle there. You then literally put this through your fabric layers. You pull the trigger, and you see there, there's a little, it's tacked into place already. I want to do it that way. You wouldn't do it this way. Don't do it this way at home. But we're just doing it so the camera can see it. Oh, doesn't want to work that way. There you go. And now these, so you can baste them all in place. You can sew over these. So if you then do your quilting, you don't have to worry about, if it's a safety pin, you don't want to run over a safety pin or a pin, do you? These, you can run over them completely. Stitch away, stitch away, stitch away. And then when you're finished, you just get your scissors and just go around. Well, you can just pull them off, but if you want to, just trim them off. There you go, you see. Oh, come on, John. There you go. Oh, there's one still there. And there's my finished quilt. Beautiful quilt. I'll put that hanging up with all the others next door. So the way it works is, you see this, you get the, it's a bit like a Kimble tag when you go to the shops and there's Kimble tags. You put the fasteners, feed the fasteners into the top here, and then as you use them, like that, it comes out the bottom there. I need to go faster, you see. Comes out the bottom there, so you know how far through the thing you are. And then when this is finished, you just then get the next one, and you just feed the next one in. £32. Now, Angie asked us to get that in. That's Angie's favourite tool, that is. Angie asked us to get that in. Right, I've got books. Oh, there's the bundle, £32.49. Right, please beware, these are flying out. If you want one of these, you need to put it in your basket or ring and check straight out. £12.95 there, £12.95. Okay, books, doing all three of them. The jelly roll one. Oh, now this is Pam and Nikki Lintott. You know Patchwork Pam and Nikki, her daughter. They've got a lovely shop and they do classes around the world. 2 from 1 jelly rolls, this is. $14.99. 18 designs to make your fabric go further. So let's have a look. There we go. These are the quilts. Building blocks and sherbet lemons, all on the same block, all on the same quilt, sorry. Look at the instructions. Cutting instructions, placing instructions, sewing instructions, cutting instructions. This is all still the same quilt. All still the same quilt. Then we move on to Speedwell and Bubblegum. Look at them. Aren't they lovely? Really, really, there's the bubblegum. So it's bubblegum on one side. Oh, excuse me, I've gone all sniffy again. And Speedwell on the other side. Square dance and Strip the Willow. Oh, look, I used to be able to do square dancing. That's the do-si-do, isn't it, in the Gay Gordons? Sailing boats and roller coasters. Oh, look, that's lovely, isn't it? Here's the roller coaster quilt. These are beautiful, aren't they? Very traditional look. Step-by-step guide, Playmates quilt. Look, everything you need to know. Snapdragon and fairy steps. Lots and lots of fabulous projects in there, aren't there? Now, as I say, Pam and Nikki are renowned. Well, they're award winners. They're award winners in the world of patchwork and quilting. What I love about their quilts is sometimes they show you like very traditional ones, but they also show you very, very contemporary versions, don't they? That's nice. Those half square triangles going on there, look. Oh, love. You see, now, I'd like that, but I'd like it. You know how Jane Alcock, ombres, she starts at red and then goes to orange and yellow and green. It's not ombres, it's like kind of cascade through the colour, doesn't it? Teddy bears and loving hearts. Oh, look! Oh, look! I've not seen that one. Oh, did you? Which one did you do? Oh, the next size, Love Heart. They did the Love Heart quilt. Oh, look at the teddy bear quilt there. So they did this Love Heart quilt last week, apparently. Oh, hang on, we haven't got to the Love Heart yet. We're still on teddy bears. There it is, there it is, there it is. Isn't that good? Who did it? Victoria Peat did it. How lovely. Oh, what a good... So when Victoria Peat was on the other day, they sold out of this. So it's just come back in. It's just come back in, £14.99. Lots of people bought it the other day. Lots of you bought that the other day. Oh, if you want to have a look at to see how Victoria Peat made that love heart, go to YouTube, put in Sewing Quarter, 24th of January 2018, at 9 o'clock in the morning. You can watch her doing that. So it's sold out, just back in, just come back in. Lovely, isn't it? Oh, I had yesterday. I had a Pam and Nikki book yesterday, and that sold out as well. Okay, buy the bundle. This is Turn Pre-Cuts into Patchwork with 12 fat quarter-friendly quilts. We love this book. This is the one with the exquisite photography, isn't it? I think that the art director of this book said, "Oh yes, we'll do a quilt, but we'll have to travel all around the world to take pictures because they're in Australia, they're in New Zealand. Look." Can you imagine justifying that picture? I mean, it looks amazing. Don't get me wrong. It looks incredible. But can you imagine being the bosses going, right now we have to fly to New Zealand to take a picture of this quilt on an old fence. They are incredible, though, aren't they? Absolutely incredible. These are all made from fat quarters, remember, which is half of a ½ metre. Jewel, that one's called. Nelly Grey. Or again, all the instructions. Strips of tricks. Oh, I love this one. Wait till you see this one is lying flat. Look! Isn't that incredible? There's so many different things. Look, and look at that picture. I know, brilliant, aren't they? Oh, now we've made this one. We've got this one. We've got this one. Jane Alcott's made this one. That's what I was saying about how she goes through the red, the orange, the yellow, the green. We've got that one hanging. Oh, we've done that one as well. We've done Half Moons as well. This is what a very, very popular book, this one. Flutterby's. Raindrops on roses, whiskers on kittens. Look at that. Oh, look, beads. Oh, this is beautiful, isn't it? Starburst, look at that one. And how to lay it all out, how to cut it, just brilliant. Look, wouldn't that look incredible? And they went all the way to Victoria to take a picture of that one in a field. Brilliant, lovely book, buy the bundle it's called. £15.99. Emma Jean Jansen, I want to be on your next book, please. Okay, and then the last book, Crepe, Quilts in Italy. Now, every time we get this book out, Hannah goes, I've been there, I was there, I had a coffee there. I love, these are like coffee, we do a whole series of them. We do Italy, Ireland, Norway, Morocco, Ireland, I've said Ireland. What's the other one? Anyway, we do a whole series of them, and they're like coffee table books. They're so, look at the photography in here. Provence, that's it. Look at them. Look. And here's the town in Italy that they went to. Exquisite. But it's not just a picture book. It's not just a picture book. It's all these beautiful Crepe quilts. But look, we're still doing, I need some sunglasses. Oh, apparently Timothy's been there. To the sunglasses shop. Right, but then look, you also get how to make the quilts that you've seen. Oh, look. Look at that one, the stone log cabin. How exquisite is that? All the patterns, there's the courthouse steps and the log cabin design. Scaffolding. Drink the lily, the pink, the saviour of the human race. They were the scaffold, weren't they? Everyone's looking at me like I'm completely crazy in here. It was #1 for weeks. Aren't they beautiful? Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh, look, are they beach huts? Oh, they called it Alba. Oh, no, hang on, that was, I just saw beach huts, didn't I? Am I seeing? Oh, yes, look. Nice, we love this book, Kate. Thank you very much indeed. £22.99. Oh, John, get one of our quilters to make the teddy bear one, please. So someone's been booked to do the teddy bear one. Oh, okay, you have to... Paul's saying that's why he's ordered it back in stock. He said that's why the book has been ordered, because he wants to make this as well, Anne. Thank you. So that's one side of the quilt, was the teddy bear quilt, and we will do, I'll take it through with me to the scheduling department now. And then the other side is the heart quilt, which miraculously, I've got the one that Victoria Peat made the other day. That's using, oh, it's a mixture of fabrics, isn't it? Because there's the ditsy that we had this morning, but in the red. Then there's Tilda. Then there's the woven gingham. Cute, isn't it? Wouldn't keep you very big. It's not very big for bed, though, is it? That's not quite big enough for my bag. Oh, you have to make 13 blocks to make the whole quilt. Hang on. Just seeing where it's laid out. Hang on. Yeah, there you go. There you go. It's a lovely book, isn't it? Oh, Anne, what I'll do is I'll keep that to one side, Anne, and I'll tell the schedulers, when I go through afterwards, I'll tell the schedulers. They're busy. They're really busy getting everything ready for the birthday. I haven't got it. No. I've got the mat. I've got freezer paper. I've got a cutting mat. I've got an ironing mat. I've got a rotary cutter. Is this the blanket or the sheet? This is the blanket, yeah. No, I think you haven't. No, you got VT of the other one. Ironing mat. They're calling it an ironing blanket. Ironing blanket. It's like you see us using this one or variety. You can use both sides of this. You've got the cotton top one, and you've also got the metallic one, like you see on our desk. £24.99. Now, I'd never ever suggest that you use this to measure or anything like that on, because it's obviously a loose weave and everything. It's not going to be, but just if you need to just check something while you're ironing it. £24.99. So you get that side, which is the cotton side. You get that side, which is like the metallic side. You can use both sides. Use both sides if you want to. £24.99. Ideal if you've just got to work like this. If you work like Joe, if you've got that at the corner of your table with your little prim iron, be perfect. Little quickie. The micro stitch tool that has been bundled. Low on stock already. Oh, you can see a picture of it there. Okay, I've only got 2 left. Only got 2 left. If you've got it in your basket, little Paul is saying, check out now. And we only say it because we don't want you to be, disappointed, that's all. Okay. Oh, multi-buying. Well, they're good as presents, aren't they? H640 next. Right, here you go, H640. This is very, have we got anything, have you got a sample, Paul, of it or not? Okay, it's iron on, no, don't worry, Chris, don't worry. Iron on fleece it is. Iron on fleece fusible. I know, it's, if you're making bags, if you watched Janice's bag show the other day, no, we didn't call Janice a bag. And what was the colour was her hair? She said it was aubergine, it was black, wasn't it? Anyway. Yeah, Victoria Peat will have used it in a bag the other day. Hang on, little Paul's trying to remember something. I doubt it very much. I doubt it very much indeed. So if you're making bags, you can iron it onto the back of fabric, and it just gives you that sturdiness. It's not very interesting. Okay, you get a metre square, £9.99. It's just something you don't need. You don't know you need it until you think, oh, I need some of that H640. £9.99. I think if you saw it, I think what happens is when we use it in a project, it absolutely flies out the door. I haven't got a project to show you anything like that. And if you don't know what it is, you'll be sitting there thinking, no, I need to show it inside a bag or something like that. Thank you anyway. Yeah. Like I said earlier, Amanda's off poorly today. We wish her all the best. Hope she gets better soon. She's got the flu, lurgy, it's awful. £9.99 for a metre square. Freezer paper. Now, yeah, new packaging. I'm not allowed to open this one, so I have to show you this one here. What you do, freezer paper, you can use it for so many different things. It says on the, well, this one doesn't say on the box as many things as the old packaging used to say. You can wrap up food in it, you can wrap up sandwiches in it, you can wrap up meat to go in the freezer in it, you can wrap parcels, send them through the post in it. But what we use it for is either a plique, because you see how one side of the paper is shiny, that's got a plastic coating there, and one side of the paper is matte, right? This side, the shiny side, if you iron it onto a piece of fabric, it sticks. Now, it hasn't got glue on it, and it doesn't leave residue, but it will stay there. So what Mandy Shaw does is she, like, for example, if she's doing one of her, oh, I think that was right. Say she's doing a flower. So she'll draw the flower template onto the paper, like that. Can you see that, the pink on white? Then what she does is she just cuts that out roughly. She then irons this side onto the fabric. She puts the two pieces of fabric together. She stitches through the paper and through the two layers of the fabric. And then what you do is, because you've stitched around that line, that has serrated the edge, you can then pull the paper away, so you've got your perfectly stitched line, and the middle bit becomes a template for something else. And it doesn't leave any residue on the fabric at all. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. If you're doing the now, the people, are they called Ashme? I haven't met them yet. You know the little hexes that are done in felt? Ashme design. What they do is when you're laying all your hexes out or something like that, sometimes it's difficult to know what it looks like. So what they do is they put them all down, face down, put a piece of that behind, iron it, turn it over so all the hexes are stuck to the paper so you can actually see what it's going to look like. It's fantastic. Hi, loving all the shows as always. Thank you, John, for the Lily the Pink earworm. Oh, yeah, sorry, that will be with you all day. Pink, the lily, the pink, the saviour of the human race. Oh, Reva says, I hate to point this out to you, John, but Emma Jean Jansen lives in Australia. Right, doesn't stop me going to work with her, does it? But also, Australia's massive. Oh, it's not in all the same town, is it, Reva? No, she travelled round, didn't she? I can live, Reva, I'm stuck in a warehouse in Birmingham. I can dream about being in Australia, taking pictures of quilts, please. Okay, moving on. Rotary cutter. Now, I'll only give you the short version today. I did the long version yesterday. These are the ones that Joy asked us to bring into the company, and everybody uses them. Why I love them is I'm frightened of rotary cutters, but these, normally what you have to do is you have to click the blade out, then click the blade in, and remember each time you finish it to click the safety guard back in. You don't have to with these because the red button there, first of all, it's locked. That blade is going nowhere at all, right? I'll just unlock it for you. What I love about these is the blade engages as you press the trigger, but as soon as you let go of the trigger, it bounces back. So you haven't got to remember after each cut to put the blade back in place. Also, if you drop it, the minute you let go of that trigger, the blade bounces back. I'll just put the lock back on. This is brilliant because it's right-handed, and you can move the blade to the other side, and it becomes left-handed. You can change the blade without touching the blade, which is fantastic. You've got the super soft grip handle here. And as Joy pointed out, you've got the ridge detailing here so that when you're using it to cut with, you put your finger there and it gives you stability. It stops it wobbling like that. You've got your finger there, it gives you the stability. It's 45mm blade, which is the blade that everybody seems to use all the time. And now it seems that all the designers love this one. Alpha Rotary Cutting Comfort, 45mm. £24.99. Now, talking of which, large cutting mat. The large cutting mat, 90 by 60 centimetres. You can look at all of it if you like. It's self-healing, £39.99. Now, a lot of our experts, Lucy and one other, said what you need to do is buy the biggest cutting mat you can for the space that you will be working in. Because obviously not everyone has luxury enough to have a workroom with a great big table in it like this, or the luxury of having this much space to do it in. So on one side, it's inches. On the other side, centimetres, with the angles. There you go. There are the angled lines going across it there. Self-healing, which is the most important thing, £39.99. It's got a hole at the top. You want to hang it on the wall, a hole that's meant to be there to hang it from the wall. And all we say is don't iron on top of it, don't heat it, and don't roll it up, don't roll it up. This one we use, our designers use this one every day, and it's self-healing, it's fantastic. Now, when Lucy's on next, I'm gonna ask her the trick, but I think what she does with hers is when she's been cutting a lot on it, when she's finished in the bath, don't put any oil in, she drops this into warm water at the bottom of the bath. And it just gives it that, well, it's soothing, isn't it? Lots of new buyers today if it's your first purchase. Over £10. Now, it has to be in your first purchase and you have to be a new buyer to get this. But spend over £10, not including your postal packaging. New customer gift. You don't have to do anything. It will automatically be sent out to you. With your first purchase over £10, little rotary cutters there. Now, they're 28mm ones, not 45 like the one just showed. They're 28mm ones, worth £16.99. With the blades, now, if you're wondering what, you see where it says worth £16.99, thinking, what are those funny blades there? That's like the equivalent of pinking shears. Like a wavy blade, like a pinking shear edge. It's fantastic. Now, okay, now, I've got a walking foot here, Janome walking foot. Where are they? No, I can't. I need to read it. Here they are. Found them. Sorry about that. Horizontal rotary hook models only to this to be used on. So all the Elners will be fine. All the Elners. You know how we always go on about the quilters, use your walking foot, use your walking foot. The 680 and the 730 automatically come with them. But if you haven't got one, you want to buy one for your machine, this is the Even Feed with Quilting Guide for horizontal rotary hook models. Now what it does, I'll just explain. You know on a sewing machine, you've got the feed dogs underneath feeding the fabric through. What a walking foot does is it feeds the fabric at the top through at the same speed as the feed dogs are feeding the bottom one through. So if you're doing quilting and going through layers, or you very seldom need it for dressmaking, but if you're doing quilting, then it's very good for going through layers. And because you know sometimes you're doing layers, the layers tend to slip like that, don't they? Well, with a walking foot, that's going to kind of stop doing that. £49.99. Let's just see if it says anything. Okay, moving on. I used the pink pencil a minute ago. What's the matter? No, I didn't. Oh no, I wrote on the tracing, on the freezer paper. You can also do it on fabric. Here you go, I've got calico. If you want to mark out, if you use Taylor's chalk a lot, these are brilliant because they're not messy. And also with Taylor's chalk, sometimes the line is quite wide, isn't it? Whereas if you use one of these, I'll just show it to you first of all. It's a mechanical pencil with pink lead inside it, basically. And what you do is you press the end here, and as you can see, the lead comes out at the other end there. You can tell it's a pink one because it's got the pink circle around the end there. And then what you can do is you can mark seam allowances or darts or anything, cross-hatching quilting on your fabrics. And look how fine the line is. Brilliant, right? But then also, if you look on the end here, you know the button we press, that's a rubber. So if you make a mistake, think, oh, I didn't want that line there, you can use that rubber at the end to rub it out. It comes with, I haven't got one in a packet, it comes with 6 refills. And then if you then run out, you can also buy the refills on our website. So if you've already got this and you've used all of your refills, you can buy refills. Now, we sell it in pink, yellow, white, green, and black. Talking of white, got the white one here. This is obviously if you're using dark fabrics. I'm not going to show you on the calico. This is the same, but if you're using dark fabrics. Exactly the same, but with white. And then, of course, the ring at the end is white. And the spare... Oh, someone's been using that one. The spare leads are white. Use it lots. We use it lots. The white one, white not so much, because we don't do that many dark fabrics. But it's always good to have in your stash, isn't it? £12.49. Got some batting for you now. Warm and white. Now, if you've already bought warm and white from us in the past, you're thinking, oh, that's different warm and white than mine. Well, first of all, your bag will come in one piece. It won't come with a hole in it. But secondly, they've changed their packaging. It's exactly the same batting, but they've just changed their packaging. This is twin size, 72 inches by 90 inches, £19.99. Cotton batting, this one. From cotton fibre, grown and processed in the United States of America. Warm and white. It's lovely. This is twin size, obviously. We've got, now, if you're thinking, oh, but I don't want to, you go to our website. We have cotton, we have wool, we have cotton polyester mix, we have bamboo and cotton mix, all the different battings you can imagine. If you go to the website, you just go to the front page, go to shop, you go, oh, well, we'll do it quickly. We'll do it quickly. We've only got a couple minutes left. So you go to the front page of the website. OK, then you click on shop, and all of that's listed on shop. Go to batting and wadding and interfacing. Then you go there. So let's look at the wadding and batting. Oh, there it all is. Then you can just scroll down the page to your heart's delight. Quilt as you goes in there as well. Quilt as you goes in there as well. But there they are. There's all the warm and whites. Remember, 1 P&P for a whole 24 hours. That's £2.95. Now, I just need to, if you buy a sewing machine from us, oh, there's the Elna sewing machines at the bottom there. If you buy one of those, they are delivered directly from Elna. So you still pay your £2.95. So if you bought a sewing machine and say you bought some Odicoat and you bought a walking foot, right? The walking foot and the Odicoat will arrive from us in 4 to 6 working days, and the Elna sewing machine will come from Elna within. But you only pay 1 P&P. You only pay 1 P&P for the whole lot. Oh, the scissor sharpener. Please be careful. There's a lot of you got this in your basket. A lot of you got this in your basket. It is the scissor sharpener. It's fantastic, really, isn't it? What you do is this is how it comes, and you put your scissors in, and then literally you just sharpen your scissors like this. £12.95. Ideal. Put it in your kitchen drawer. You know that kitchen drawer where you keep all your knives and your soup ladles and things like that go in there? You know, it's all that. Your graters with your cheese graters. What is? Right, back in stock, back in stock, back in stock. 2 from 1 jelly roll quilts. £14.99. Did sell out the other day, remember? We've got it back in stock now. £14.99. 2 from 1 jelly roll quilts, or design rolls, whichever you want to call them. Pam and Nikki Lintop, mother and daughter combo. Award-winning combo. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful projects in here. They're always beautiful. With the book we had yesterday that we had from theirs yesterday, that sold out as well. We'll get them in again. We will get them in again. But if you want it now, come on in and get it. We're definitely going to ask about that teddy bear one. The teddy bear, yeah, the teddy bear's got a tie on. Yeah, there's his little kipper tie. Or if you're from Dudley, I'm not making tea. That's what they say, isn't it, Dudley? Kipatoy means cup of tea. Amya means, oh, what does it mean, are you? Bab. And there's the heart one that Victoria Peat made with Natasha the other day. How many minutes have we got? Right, now don't forget the storage caddy I showed you earlier. Here's the still. I haven't got, they've taken it away, put it back in the warehouse. Here it is. Victoria sent a message saying her life hasn't been the same since she bought it because it's fantastic. Deluxe portable wheeled storage caddy. Now, I don't know how to say it, but one of our competitors is also selling this at $149.99. You can check it. I'm not telling fibs. You can check it on the website right now. I should have printed it off, shouldn't I? Not that I was going to bring it on, but just in case anybody ever questioned it. But you can go on the website now and have a look. It was Victoria from Northamptonshire, wasn't it? Morning, John. I got the Simplicity Storage Caddy. One of the best things I've ever bought. That's testament enough, or testament enough, isn't it? We love it. And also, I tell you who else loves it. Crazy Lorraine. She adores it as well. How long have I got? Oh, one more thing. Oh, the micro-stitch bundle. Very, very popular. Very popular. There it is. There's the still of it. You get the micro-stitch tool, plus you get 2 refills. Normally, you can buy the refills as well on the website, but we've done a bundle for you to buy the micro-stitch tool, plus the black bundle of black ones and the bundle of white ones. Lots of those in the baskets. £32, £49. As I say, it is not yours until you check out. Deborah's back after break with little children's clothes. Well, they go to big children as well, but she's made little children's clothes like that. I think somebody's got a daughter of about 3, I think. Is she 3? Yeah, she's got 3. Funny that. Wait till you see the 3-year-old clothes she's made. We'll see you in 3 minutes. Watch the adverts, get a cup of tea. See you then.
Follow us on Instagram. Search for our Sewing Quarter page and follow us to get our latest posts.
Join us on Wednesday the 7th of February when we're thrilled to welcome Tula Pink into the Sewing Quarter family with her debut show. Tula Pink's fabric designs are inspired by her love of animals and nature, and she enjoys hiding animal characters in unusual places in her illustrations. Her bold use of colour and patterns makes her fabrics a joy to quilt and sew with. Tula also has her own range of tools to add a special touch to your workroom. Her biggest fans include our own designers Lucy Brennan and Jo Carter. Like many people around the world, they're inspired by her gorgeous fabrics, so we can't wait to reveal these exciting prints and accessories. So join Tula for her Sewing Quarter debut on Wednesday, the 7th of February. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 and Sky Channel 678.
Love Patchwork and Quilting is the best-selling modern quilting magazine that shares your passion for fabric. We publish 13 times a year, featuring must-make projects, essential techniques, interviews, news and reviews from the world of modern quilting. Every issue also comes with a free gift. Sewing Quarter's first birthday is on Wednesday the 31st of January, and we have a week of special shows to celebrate. Finishing off the first morning of our birthday party at 11 AM, John and Natasha are taking part in a fun sewing challenge in the Great Sewing Quarter Sew-Off. Guest designers Lucy Brennan and Victoria Peat will guide our presenters through an hour of sewing against the clock. It's certain to be a show full of fun and laughter. Join us to see what Natasha and John will create, along with expert tips from our brilliant designers. So tune in at 11 AM on Wednesday the 31st of January for our first ever Sewing Quarter Sew-Off competition. Only on Sewing Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 or Sky Channel 678.
Join us on Facebook. Simply search for the Sewing Quarter and like our page for the latest news and more.
How cute. How cute. I told you, didn't I, 3-year-old daughter? Yep, think so. How lovely is that? Oh, you can wear it 2 different ways. Wear it with up on the shoulders like that, or like that. Oh, isn't that lovely? That's watermelon fabric, that one. That's lovely. I've got bundles for you to show you how to make that. And then look at this. How adorable is this? Look. Lovely little skirt. You know what? You're going to make that, and that's going to become their favourite skirt for the summer, isn't it? And every day it's like, oh, Mummy, can I wear the cream skirt? Mummy, can I have the rah-rah skirt? Mummy, can I have a... Do you know what I mean? It's all shearing elastic on there as well. Got a demonstration about shearing elastic in this hour as well. Got lots to get on with. Right, I've got 3 bundles and a brand spanking... I'll just pass those over to you. Brand spanking new book. Tanya Whelan. Now, you know we used to stock Tanya Whelan fabric. We've got more coming in. We've got more coming in. I'll just move this out of the way so I can show you the book. The book. Now, the book is in different sections. If you're thinking, oh, I don't want to make children's clothes, don't need that book. It comes, there's 3 different sections. Let me just show you. There's the children's section. But look, here we go. Oh, you won't be able to read that from there, will you? So, you've got handmade handbags here. I'm trying to read it without my glasses on as well. Handmade handbags there. You've got sewing for the little ones here. Then you've got home style here. And then personal style here, which is for normal clothes. Thank you. £16.99. Lovely book. Now, first of all, look. So it's one of those with the ring binder, so you can lay it flat. You're not going to have to break the spine of the book. And let's just work our way through it. Lovely. Basic tools. I love the fact they all put basic information at the beginning. Right, here are the handmade handbags. How to lay out your fabric. There are patterns in the back of the book. I'll show you in a second. All the different bags here. Lovely bags here. Obviously, we're not doing the bags today. We're doing the little children's top, little girl's top and skirt today. Brand new book, brand new. Remember, £16.99. Then we're into the sewing for little ones. So we've got cone and stacking links. I had like a penguin that you did that with in wood when I was little. Here you go. Now, not all the patterns are in the back. See, some of the patterns are in the book as you go through. Made by me embroidered felt purse. Isn't it lovely? Patchwork balls. Now, ruffle mania skirt. That's not the one we're making. That's more of a rah-rah, isn't it? We're doing the tiered skirt today. Beautiful detailing and everything. Sweet pea, a baby duvet. So something for these are all the little kiddies ones. So we've done handbags, we've done then kiddies' toys, baby blocks. Travel, this is brilliant. This is drafts, right? But travel, so it's all made of fabric and everything. Keeping going, sorry, I'll be with you in a second. Then we've got the sheared blouse, which is the one we're making today. No? Oh, that's the dress, sorry. That says, oh, that's the dress, yeah. The blouse is here. No, where is she? The blouse is here. That's the blouse we're doing. And then, we've got the tiered skirt. That's the skirt we're making today. And then we get into home style. So you've got the ottoman. We call that a poof. I call an ottoman to me is a blanket box. So it's obviously a thing about America, is it? And an ottoman to me is a blanket box. 2 pretty pink cushions. Easy reversible fabric box or tote. So there's all sorts of different ideas in here. Soft fabric shades, design as you go quilt. Loads of instructions, look. And then we're into the adult clothes. Camille pleated skirt. Chloe strapless dress. Saturday gathered skirt. Corsage for a wedding. Ties. How often, you don't see that very often, do you have to make a tie? Because they're very, I find ties very difficult. It's all cut on the bias and everything. Dolce Vita blouse for the mum. And then go-to top or dress. You see, it's full of fantastic, but very, very simplistic ideas. And then also the patterns you need that aren't in the book are in the envelope. I don't want to rip it because it's lovely and sealed and everything there. So basically, that book is flying out already. Flying out. Yep, well done, everybody. Well done if you got that. Right, now I've got 6 bundles for what we're making. Watermelon first, which is the one you've made. Right, what it is the pattern goes from 1 to 6. So we have bundled 3 meters of fabric for ages 1 to 6. So obviously make it for a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old. Then you're going to have lots and lots of fabric left over. You've got 3 meters of fabric in there. You've got 1 meter of the watermelon and 2 meters of the, that looks like vanilla, that one. Okay, and you get shearing elastic, and you get thread, £30.99. So now, that's 1 to 6. But then you're going, what happens if my child's 7? Well, don't worry, because watch. We've done exactly the same for, is it 14 we go to? Yeah, 7 to 14. So you get an extra ½ meter of the cream. Oh, sorry, say that again. 2.5 of the vanilla, and 1 meter again of the watermelon. And you get the threads, and so that's there is for the 7 to 14s. Right, then I've got this one here. Same scenario, 1 to 6. Now this is the one that, oh no, she's making, which ones are you using?
I'm using this one.
Oh, this one.
This is just for...
Oh, okay, sorry. Right, this is the one we're going to demonstrate with. This is lovely, isn't it? Gorgeous. Now, the skirt in the grey is going to be fantastic, isn't it? Easy to keep clean and everything. 1 to 6, so you get 1 meter of the purple, 2 meters of the grey thread and the shearing elastic, £27.99. And then for the 7 to 14-year-olds, exactly the same, but you get an extra ½ meter of the grey fabric. Graphics coming in. £31.49. And then the last one here. Now, this is, it's a gorgeous fabric. I've not seen this one before. I think it must be new because I've not seen it before. This is lovely. Done the same thing again. We've done the 1 to 6-year-olds. Floral Splendor, this is called. So again, you get 1 meter of the floral, 2 of the ivory, and the thread and the, it's antique white, sorry, antique white. Okay. And then the 7 to 14, again, an extra ½ meter of the antique white. And come in. And you've got the thread and the shearing elastic again. £30.49. Okay? Shall we have a look at the picture of the clothes? Look, oh, look. Oh, that's very fashion. That's very done like a fashion magazine, that one.
Hi.
Right, okay, so the graphics for the book are in there. Right, before we get on to the skirt and the top, you've got one of the other fabrics.
Yes, I've just got one of the other fabrics out just because I know you only get 1 meter.
Yes.
So don't make my mistake is what this is.
Oh, okay.
So most people have, you put this,
which is what I would
put
do.
your selvage to selvage, yeah? But this, both these pattern pieces sit on the fold. On the fold. So you end up with lots of wastage on this side, and you just have lots on that side. So make sure you put your fabric out flat.
Yes.
Yeah, and then put your selvages to the middle.
Good
yeah?
tip.
And then you can put those pieces like that.
Both on the fold.
Yeah.
And then you've got all of.
And you've got extra. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
Get that out your way.
Get out of the way because that's out of a different bundle. So what are we starting with?
Starting with top pieces.
For the top.
And we're just going to attach on our sleeve. So I've already got...
Can I just ask you, what age are you making here?
This is the age 7.
Age 7?
Yes.
And were the patterns easy to follow? I haven't opened my patterns over there because mine's nicely sealed.
Yeah.
Are the patterns good quality and nice to follow?
Yes. Do you want to have a look at the pattern?
Please.
There's one here.
This isn't the one you've trodden on, is it?
No, I'll get the one that's not got a lip. I sat on it.
You sat on it?
Yeah, there was a piece of Lego on the floor and I hadn't realised. So I laid this all out on the floor with the piece of fabric, sat on it, and the piece of Lego came popping out.
Oh, no, so there's a great big hole in the pattern now.
Yeah, but this is...
Oh, it is nice. It is
nice and clear and really thick.
Yes,
really nice quality of them.
So hang on, let's just hold that so the camera can see that.
Oh, yeah.
So each...
Right. There you go.
Each age is noted, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, on the pattern pieces there. You can trace them all. Don't cut them out. Trace them off. Trace them off. Like you can get the tracing paper on the website. That's lovely. The tie A's here. Tie B, tie C. So you just have to look for. Read the book. See how many pieces you're going to be cutting out, and then find them on the pattern pieces.
It has a little demonstration of how to lay it out on the fabric as well.
Oh, does it?
On the pattern, yeah.
And you still got it wrong.
And I still got it. Well, yeah, I did get it wrong because it didn't show me the fabric should be folded.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So, this is, you have this sort of shape. Yeah,
right.
for the front and the back.
This is now, what size is this here then?
That's a 7.
Oh. Oh, is there a measurement chart in the book?
There is, so, what it does...
Sorry,
no, it's
only because
fine.
to me that looks a bit small.
It looks very small, but it's only because the pattern, you have to extend... so you get this much of the pattern.
Right.
And then you've got to extend it the length of your child.
So you measure your child.
So you measure your child, because I don't have a 7-year-old child. I had to go off some measurements off the internet, and I think they were a bit short.
Okay, so basically, all of this bit here would fit a 7-year-old, but on most 7-year-olds...
It'd be a little bit longer.
So it tells you where to measure your child, and then you make the body to the length that you need your blouse.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Right.
Okay, so that's the front piece. And what I've got here is the back piece, which I've had to piece together.
Yes, okay, so yours at home will be a fold. I always like a centre back seam though.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
But yours at home will have a fold there at the centre back. So that's your centre back panel.
Yeah, and this is your sleeve pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, and then what you do is you put your front one, I'll just turn it the other way around.
Yeah.
So you've got your right sides together.
Yeah.
And you have this one laid right sides together like that.
Yeah.
And then you just bring this short seam and that short seam together. And you see how that makes a sleeve.
Oh, it's making it like a rag. It's got a raglan sleeve on it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Like that. So we're
Okay.
going to pin those.
Yeah.
Just matching the end to end.
Yeah.
And then stitch it along.
In real life, would you? I know you haven't on this one, but would you wash your fabric before you start?
Always. I always wash my fabric because you don't want to make something and then for it to shrink in the wash.
But also, I also think, especially when you're making it for a child, that fabric has been made, I don't know where it's made, but it's been made, it's been shipped to a wholesaler, it's been shipped to a, you know what I mean? It's been on it maybe in a warehouse for some time.
Yeah.
Then it's been in another warehouse when we've cut it to put it in your bag and everything like that.
Yeah.
I just think, especially if your child's wearing it, it's nice to have washed it anyway. Really,
yeah, it makes sense to do it. But the quality of some fabrics change when you wash them anyway.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah, exactly.
you're better finding out that it's not good quality early than it is.
Or, if there, like I say, if there's good, with a quilt, the quilt ladies say they like it when it shrinks up into shape. But you don't want that. If you made a little girl's blouse or a little girl's top like this, and then it shrinks after you've made it.
It'd be a bit of a disaster.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so just matching up those edges. We don't have any notches on this one.
No. Also, these are the kind of clothes, like I was saying, all summer, they're going to be on one day in the washing machine, dried, ready for, you know, sort of mean. They're going to be favourites, aren't they? They're going to be everyday wear.
Yeah, exactly. And really comfortable too, because of the elastic. So I'm just going to stitch down that line. Yeah.
And what percentage is that, Paul? Okay, 50% of the books have gone already. 50% of the books have gone already.
I like that book.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? Tanya Whelan is lovely. She's very girly. I always find all the Tanya Whelan fabrics very, very girly and feminine and lovely like that. As I say, we've got new Tanya Whelan fabric coming in.
There.
Oh. So it's not got very many seams to it then,
No,
is
it's
it?
nice and simple. If you were a starter sewer, it'd be a nice one to start with.
Oh, right, okay.
Because it's only got a couple of pieces to it. It's got a couple of seams. And once you get the hang of these two short sleeve seams, you can see where the rest of them should go.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes logical sense, whereas some patterns, you have to really follow the instructions because it doesn't seem to make sense until it suddenly comes into one. Okay, so you can see, like we did this morning, you just halve that seam and then do a zigzag along the edge.
So you put the two edges, the two seam allances together, zigzag them together.
Yeah. Let me trim that off.
Yeah, I'll just show you.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
And then just zigzag on the end. So I'm just going to trim that down. And what I would normally do is zigzag just to finish it, but we'll just carry on as if we've done it. Trim that edge off. And this one.
So you chop away half of your seam allowance, don't you?
Yeah. You do that with most sewing patterns.
If you're an advocate of French seams. You could do French seams on this, couldn't you?
Yeah, you could, definitely. You can do all sorts of seams because you're going to see some of this because it's only going to have a tiny little bit of a...
Oh, it just has a turnover hem,
tiny little turnover hem.
Okay.
So actually having a really nice seam there would be lovely.
Yeah.
So you can sort of see how a top would look.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And the only thing that is now open to sew is this side seam and that side seam.
Yeah.
So we'll just very quickly
Hang on, they're just coming in. So the side seam is here.
Yeah.
Side seam.
So you start at the edge of your sleeve.
Yeah.
Go right up to your raglan edge.
Yeah.
And then straight down again. Okay. And then just do exactly the same on the other side.
And you do it all in one? You don't stop and...
No, so you stop with your needle in.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then do that, but you don't...
finish that seam and then start the side seam. You do it all in one, like big L shape, as it were.
It would just cause more bulk, really, if you did that.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm going to do as well is you fold one side of that
that was going to be my next question,
one way, and on the other side, fold it the other way. And that means you've not got too much bulk on the inside.
Of course, if you've got an overlock as well, you could finish all these edges off
in one.
You know, or not just construct it, but you can finish all the raw edges off with your overlock as well, couldn't you?
Yeah, and it does make for a really nice edge.
Yeah.
There we are.
Looking at the clock already. You've been here 15 minutes.
Just checking, I've got a lot to get through.
Get on with it then. Have you got your pins back then?
Yeah.
You heard the noise earlier after Deborah's last show. It was a very loud noise. I came walking over and her whole pin box was all over the floor.
That was me, yeah. That's what my sewing room looks like now, actually. This is only half of the ones that I've managed to pick off the sewing room floor.
Well, we've got two things. We've got a magnetic pin cushion for $4.95, and we've also got Eileen's magnetic bowl, which I think we used for yours just now.
Oh, yeah.
Both on the website.
I like the magnet ones.
Yeah.
They're really helpful. Okay.
We even have, I think they're still in stock, really lazy, we have a magnetic telescopic pole. Oh, is it out of stock at the moment?
Oh, okay. That's a shame. Is that so you can...
And what you do is you have to bend down, you just go like that, you open it out like that, and then you can pick up your keys from over there.
That really appeals to me. That's great. Especially if they've all fallen down the back, which is exactly what's happened to mine. There we go. So I need to just match up that seam. Make sure they land in the middle. And then we should get in the sewing machine.
Lots of new buyers. Now remember, new buyers, it isn't yours. If you put something in your basket, it isn't yours till you check out, which is why we have the system where you can check out as many times as you like during the hour. During the day.
And then it's just 5/8 of a seam allowance.
Yeah. Oh, 5/8.
5/8.
Yeah. And is that included on the pattern pieces?
Yes, that's included on the pattern.
You don't have to add it on? No. Because it's really funny, because whenever I make patterns, I don't put seam allowance on them. So getting used to patterns made, having seam allowance on. Then I came across one last week. It's got didn't have any seam allowance on it.
Yeah, you have to be really careful.
Yes, so that's why it's important to always read everything before you start.
Yeah, and most of them have a bit of a disclaimer at the beginning as well that says 5/8 of an inch seam allowance unless otherwise stated.
Yes.
So you have to be following the steps in order to check that it's got the right seam allowance on it.
It's weird, isn't it? Because I just put 5/8 on everything.
Yeah.
Except that's a fib. On my centre back seam when I start off, no, I always put 2 inches on the centre back seam.
Ah, so you've always got a bit of a chance of pulling it back together again if you need to.
Yeah. Also, like if you make trousers,
and
you've got to alter them, if you're like me, in one month you're a size 26 waist, and then you might go up to a 32 waist.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the top of my leg. What month was that? But you know what I mean? Then you've always got, on the back of trousers, you can let out or take in.
Yeah, and like, aren't specially tailored trousers have those built into them always? So that you can always let them out if you need to, or, God help us, bring them in.
Well, actually, I
you never know.
No, my suit trousers, I had to take those in. I don't know how.
Have you been very good in January? All right, fair enough. You're on my level then, that's fine.
I still weigh the same, but all my clothes are too big for me.
Oh, you've been doing more exercise?
Just the normal amount.
Oh, that's good. I like mystery, like when it's a mystery, it's
I know, because if I'm thinner, I want to weigh less. I want to actually get on the scales for it to weigh less.
Yeah, but it doesn't really mean anything, because muscle weighs more than...
Yeah. Yesterday, the other day, my next door neighbours, my lovely next door neighbour, they've gone off to Vietnam for their holidays, and they were trying to work out how heavy their suitcase was.
Yeah.
So I went, get the scales from upstairs. So I got on, I got on without the suitcase.
Yeah.
And then I got on with the suitcase, and they looked at it and they went, was this figure with the suitcase? I was like, no, that was me just on my
own. Oh, no.
They were like, you're 15 stone. We've never been 15 stone. In fact, if you had both of us together, we're almost only just over that. And I was like, oh, thanks. Have a lovely holiday.
Thanks for really delving into that one as well. Like,
so now you're cutting away the seam allowance again to a small seam allowance. What are you doing in the corner?
Yeah, I'm just going to show you that now.
Brilliant.
And trim this bit off. Yeah. Because you want to get rid of as much of that as possible.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, because kiddies are the worst. Like saying, oh, it's itchy under here, or there's fabric. Oh,
yeah, you've got... And that's why a nice seam would be quite good as well, because it doesn't scratch them. So, I'll use my smaller scissors for this bit.
Over there.
Here they are. Pull this over like that, so you can see.
Okay, we're going into this seam here. Yeah. Upstairs camera.
There we are.
There you go.
Yeah, and you can see, I don't think you can see the stitches, but there is a kind of, it goes up to a point and then down.
Yeah.
So what we want to do is make sure that can move.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is just put a tiny little triangle, and don't go all the way up to the threads.
Yes.
Because if you get too close to them, they'll split and they'll bend. So just right up.
Oh, you need scissors with a sharp tip to them.
Stronger scissors. There we go. Because there are a couple of layers, so you have to be quite... And then that side as well. Try not to get too close.
So you can cut through everything apart from the side seam itself.
That's right, yeah. And that, then you can see it kind of gives it
movement,
movement. So do the other side.
And then how would you finish that edge off then?
So what we'll do is I would do my zigzag now afterwards.
Oh,
and just
okay.
zigzag
and
that
you can
along,
go right the way up to there.
Right the way up to it and across, yeah.
Would you maybe do like a stay stitch or something stitched just across there, just in case when they're playing and they...
Yeah.
You know,
it's going to come under quite a lot of strain, that section, so actually you could even do about 2/8 of an inch in, just go along that line.
Yes.
Up to the point and then down again.
Just stitch it again.
Make sure it's strong. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So bring that out the right way.
So we've zigzagged, we've pretended we've zigzagged that seam now.
Exactly, yeah. So we bring that out. We've now got a top.
Yeah.
And the next step is to get this shearing in. Could you get the iron out for me, please?
I could.
Thank you.
Do you need, oh, yes, I'll put it on.
That's all right, don't worry. So, I'll show you what I'm going to do with the shearing elastic while it heats up.
Do you need a full out?
Oh, that was exciting. A little one's probably fine, isn't it?
I'll do it like that.
Yeah, do it like that, that's all right. So,
to warm up now.
Shearing.
Shearing.
Yes.
Now, this is to some people, this is a complete and utter mystery.
Mm-hmm. So this is your shearing elastic that comes on your...
In your kit.
On your kit, yeah. This is one of your bobbins for underneath, and you want to wind this onto this.
Right.
Yeah? And do it by hand as well.
Oh, not on the machine?
Not on the machine, because as you put it through the machine, it pulls the elastic stretched, and then when you put it through, it doesn't have the bounce back. So you literally just take off a little length, put it through the hole like you would normally do.
Yeah, coming to you now. There you go.
There you are.
Yeah.
Hold that up, like that, out of the way, and then just wrap it round. It's easier if you've got long nails and you can hold the bobbin in your nails, but if not, it's not too much of a... And then just keep pulling it around, and just have it, I don't think you can really see, but just tiny bit of stretch, not a lot and not really loose.
So not loose,
so
not
that's
really
tight,
right?
Just a tiny little bit of stretch.
Yeah, just so it sits like you're doing your hose pipe in the summer.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. There you go, and then just wrap it round until you've got a nice full one.
Okay.
Like that, yeah? And that's going to go into the bottom of your machine.
Okay.
And your normal thread's going to go in the top.
Okay. Ooh. Missed earlier part of the programme. Is the pattern in the book from Avril? Yes, Avril, here it is. Oh, it's there. It's there. Right there it is.
Here we are. Right. So.
I'll go through the book again for you in a little while, Avril.
Yeah. So I've written down tension needs to change and your stitch length needs to change as well. So your tension needs to be on this machine.
Yes.
5.
Right.
Yeah. And your stitch length should be 3.
That's fine. So 5, it doesn't matter about saying it, but so is 5 quite loose then, or is it quite tight? Like on yours, what number do you go to on yours?
Mine would normally be 3.
And what did you take it to on your machine?
5 as well.
5, so, and we've taken it to 5 on that one.
Yeah.
So this is where you have to test it on a piece of fabric before you do it on the actual blouse itself.
Yeah.
So your tension's at the top, and what was the other thing you said?
Tension at the top, stitch length at 3.
3.
Which is a fairly normal length, but
yes,
just in case. I've just got a little bit of fabric here.
Just
so
a smidgen.
Just a smidgen. I need a smaller bit really, but I'm just going to check it's working.
Is that rain? They said on the news this morning it was going to be heavy rain. That's really heavy rain, isn't it?
Yeah. That'll be me on the way home.
Are you driving or are you on the train?
I'm on the train. I'll be fine, yeah. It's all right. It'll still be raining when I get to Manchester as well.
Yeah.
If it's raining anywhere else in the country, it's probably raining in Manchester.
No, but the thing is about Manchester, it's still lovely when it's raining.
Yeah, that's true. We're very prepared for it.
Yes.
You never get people in Manchester who are out in a T-shirt when it's pouring down. Everyone's got a full Mac and an umbrella.
They know. Right, so what you do? Oh.
My thread's just popping in and out of its needle. We'll try one more time.
So you've got the shearing elastic in the bobbin.
Yep.
You've just threaded that as normal, have you? You just put it in as the bobbin in as normal. Then you've threaded the top of your machine up.
Yep.
Then.
There we are.
Yeah.
Better.
No, she's just you're just hand cranking to make sure it's picking up.
Yeah, my thread in the top has got quite a bit of tension, so it kept pulling it out as I was going along. So just did it by hand. So I'm just going to go forwards and backwards.
Right.
And then you can see with my hand, I think it's got the camera
coming
there.
to you now.
Yeah. I'm just holding that tension with my finger here.
Yeah.
Now, usually I wouldn't say to put any tension on the back of what you're working on.
No.
But it holds that elastic slightly tighter, because if you lose it, it can bunch up all at the back and cause you problems. So just go forward.
So you're just doing a straight stitch.
Yep.
And look, but you can see what it's doing without you putting your hand in. Yeah. The elastic is being drawn up from the bobbin and stitching along like a bobbin thread.
Yeah. So I'm happy with that, I think. Yep.
That was just a tester.
That's a little test to make sure it's working. Always test it as well.
Yeah.
And what you'll find is if the tension's wrong, you'll have big loops of thread and very tight elastic. Okay, so iron hot.
Iron's hot.
Fabulous.
Oh, let me move the book out of the way so everyone can see what you're doing.
Ah, brilliant.
Book's very, very popular. In fact, everybody, apart from one person, has checked out as they've gone along on the book today.
Oh, that's exciting. Didn't want to miss out, obviously.
No.
Right, so what I've done is I've just folded over a tiny little bit. It's about 2/8 of an inch.
Yeah.
And then I'm just pressing that in, because we're going to catch that as we go. There we are.
Okay.
Do the next one.
So you hem the whole of the neckline like that, turning over 1/4 of an inch all the way around.
Yeah, so it's the top of the neck and then the top of the sleeve as well. And you just work as if it's all one piece.
Yes, because it's like a gypsy top, what we call a gypsy top, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're going to do that whole seam all at once rather than doing it separately. Here we are. And just don't burn your fingers.
No.
It's a definite burn your fingers job.
But take your time just doing it. You don't have to rush it, because we're only rushing because we're halfway through the show.
Oh, halfway through the show.
Yes.
Oh, right, okay. That's all right. As long as everyone gets to see how shearing elastic works.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best bit. Something really satisfying when it works as well. And then it's slightly slacker when you put it in, and then you put it under the steam, and it all bounces up and it goes, and you go, ooh, that looks great.
That's what's meant to happen, anyway.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's definitely what's going to happen, John.
Yeah, positive thinking.
Positive thinking, yeah. Here we are. So you're well prepared for the rain then? Got your umbrella?
My car's right outside the front door.
Well, that's being prepared.
Yeah, but I was planning on going to a shop. I need some lampshades, so I was going to go to Home Sense this afternoon and get some lampshades.
It's exciting. We're trying to do up our house because we've only bought it last year, didn't we?
Oh, really?
Just trying to decide on what we're going to do. That's the tricky bit, isn't it? Yeah. You've never owned your house before. There we are.
Yes, I did all of my house when I moved in 6 years ago, and I want to change it all again now. And I'm like, no,
not all of it, please.
Yes.
Right,
lampshades first.
That should just hold that in place as I stitch it along, so it doesn't move too much. And you just start at the top. And take it nice and steady. Oh, upside down.
Oh, you're right.
Yes, I have done it upside down. I can show you.
Oh.
See how the elastic has to be, the thread has to be on the outside, and the shearing has to be on the inside.
So you've got to sew it like normal.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so Deborah's going to sew it like normal, but of course normal, that would be the bobbin thread, but you've got the elastic on the outside, and the elastic needs to be on the inside, so you have to sew it from the right side, so your elastic is on the inside. Yeah. While you just do that,
yes,
I'll just go and do bundles, and I'll come straight back. I'll come straight back. Got 3 bundles. Ages 1 to 6. In Floral Splendor. So this is the most popular so far. This is Floral Splendor for the age 1. Oh, 7 to 14 you've put in. Yeah. Right. Which one? So 1 to 6 is the most popular. So this is the Floral Splendor. You get the shearing elastic, you get the thread, you get the antique white, 2 meters, and 1 meter of the Floral Splendor. £26.99. That's for ages 1 to 6. But we also have the bundle for 7 to 14 as well. And what it is, it's exactly the same picture, so you can bring the graph in. The 7 to 14 is you get an extra ½ metre of the antique white. £30.49. That's the Floral Splendor, which is gorgeous. Then, Watermelon, which is the one that's made, already hanging up on the set over there. 7 to 14 is the most popular in this one. So that's the, ready. The 7 to 14, what it is, you get 1 metre of the watermelon, and you get 2.5 metres, of the vanilla, and the thread, and the shearing elastic for £34.99. That's for 7 to 14-year-olds. But if you need to get the 1 to 6-year-old, the same picture, so don't worry. And what you get in the 1 to 6-year-old is you get 1 metre of the melon, and you get 2 meters of the vanilla. Okay, and then last but not least, the last one that Deborah's working on, you get, which age is, have we got the most popular of this one? Both the same, both the same. So there's the 1 to 6-year-olds. You get 1 metre of the purple and 2 meters of the grey, plus the thread and the shearing elastic, £27.99. And then the 7 to 14, you get an extra ½ metre of the grey fabrics. You get 1 metre of the purple and 2.5 of the grey, plus the shearing elastic, plus the thread. Okay, and then the book, which is very, 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 very popular. There's the front, brand new today, Tanya Whelan, brand new today. £16.99. There's the top that we're working on today. There's the skirt we're about to do. Are you all right there?
Yeah, nearly there. Just going all the way around.
So you're just stitching normally, and the elastic is in the bottom, and the cotton is in the top. But make sure you're sewing from the top to the back, because you want the cotton to show, not the elastic to show.
That's right, yeah.
And to just have, oh yes, so you've just done 1 line of stitching so far, haven't you? This is the effect we're working towards.
Yeah, the more lines of stitching you have, the more of a nice band you get, nice effect.
You see, so this one here has got several rows of stitching. Let's have a look. 3 rows of stitching. So you see on the front there, you've got your thread, and then on the back there, you've got your rows caught by the top thread of the shearing elastic, which is pulling it together, you see. So Deborah's just doing the first row at the moment. Then it gets more crinkly the more rows you do, doesn't it?
Yes. And it doesn't look very stretched at the moment.
No.
But like I said before, when you put the steam on it, that's actually quite a good sign. If it's not looking really bounced together, it's quite a good sign. Because if it's looking quite stretched, it means your bobbin's stretching as you're going along.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
And how do you finish at the end? You just reverse?
Just reverse, and then I'll show you 1 line, because we'll move on to the skirt.
Yes, of course.
Make sure it stretches out nice, because if you snip it there, it'll bounce back, and you won't have anything to work with. And you want to make sure you've got 2 lengths of the elastic. They should be right next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've left a good tail when you've started
Yeah.
and leave a good tail when you finish.
And then you just tie little knots.
Oh, okay.
To make sure they don't...
Hang back.
Yeah, bounce back into them. So you have gone back on yourself, but it's good to be safe with these things. There you go. Okay. And do that. And then trim that off. So then, we're not going to do it now, but you then do three rows of those stitches, wouldn't you, to create... So after when you've done one row, you want it to look like this, just slightly, it won't look like this one. No. Oh, hang on. You want it to look like this, so it looks just slightly shrunkled. And then as you do, I'll bring this in, as you do more lines, it will become more like that. Yeah. Have you got there's a water in the iron? If I just press that slightly, just show you a tiny section. And now I have to move the book. There we go. It's and then, yeah, and then hopefully... Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Look. Okay, don't miss it. There we go. As you steam it... As you steam it, the elastic all shrinks back. It ruffles up. There you go. So you can start to see it's getting more and more bouncy. Yeah. And that will get more and more as you add in extra layers. Right, we're more than halfway through the show, so I need to... Can you just talk me through the sleeve and the hem before you put that away? Yes, of course I can, yeah. Don't talk me through on this one here. Right. So all you do is you just fold in about 2/8, 3/8 of an inch. Yeah. On the hem of the sleeve. On the hem of the sleeve. Fold it back in again. Yeah. And just press those layers, and then do one line of stitching along there. That's just stitching. That's not straight stitching. Normal. No elastic. No elastic or anything like that. And then come in. I think it says in the book about 1.5 inches in, and then you do 2 rows of your shearing elastic. Right. And so that creates the ruffle, like the milkmaid look at the end. Yeah, at the bottom. Yeah. And then the hem at the bottom is, again, 3/8 folded in and then 3/8 over again. But all that's in the instructions, isn't it? I'm sorry to rush you, but we'll go on to the skirt as well. If you want to, on this picture, there's another row here as well. Of what? Of a shearing elastic. Oh, at the waist? So at the waist as well, so you can wear it kind of up and down. Okay, so what you'd have to do is, when you've made it, you'd have to measure your child to where you want that row of elastic. There's no point doing it in and then it coming up here on them or anything like that. Okay. Perfect. Okay, right, let's move on to the skirt then. I'll put this one in here. Just bring it in your trolley. Okay. So the skirt, I'll just show you the skirt again. Obviously, all this fabric comes in the bundles. You've got antique white, cream or grey, depending on which bundle you go to. It's like a very, very traditional tiered skirt with, again, the shearing elastic waist there. Okay. So you can see here, if I give you these, I've put together the front and the top of the back, and I'm just going to show you how to gather the bottom one. I was going to say there's one missing off this one. Yeah, there is. It's so you start off with the yoke. Yep. And then you've gathered your first layer onto the yoke. Yep. And then you're now going to put the third layer. You're going to put the third layer on the bottom of that panel. So that panel there you want to have really straight. Yes. And then the gathered piece attaches to that flat, so you end up with a flat seam. And then so it's not 2 gathered ones in together. Yeah. It's a gathered seam going in. It's a gathered piece going into a flat. Yeah, piece. And that's how you end up with it being bigger and bigger. Yeah, of course. So all the instructions are in the book of how to do it, aren't they? Yes. This one's done by measurements. So it's a measurement, I think, of the waist, and then you add on certain amounts depending on which tier you want. Yeah. Excuse me. And I just did mine with the cutting mat and the... There you go, there's the skirt. All the details. So now we're going back to the original tension of 3 and back to the original stitch size. Yeah. Oh, and actually... Long stitch. Are you doing the gathering stitch? Yeah. So it's on 4, and the top I've just put back to 3. Yeah. And then you're going to go in and have it at about... So can I just say, I'm being a bit of a pain. No, it's fine. That's what you... So don't be thinking, oh, it's all shaped, it's everything. They're literally rectangles, aren't they, that you're going to gather together? It's 6 rectangles. Each rectangle gets bigger because you want the A line of the skirt. What made me feel confused as well was this top piece is the biggest bit. Oh. Because it's really wide, because it folds in to make the waistband. Of course. And then it's narrower, and then it gets wider again. Right. So it looks wrong. That's a bit confusing. But as long as you've pressed it, it's fine. Yes, of course.
So you're putting in, and how many rows of gathering stitch do you put in?
2 rows.
Yeah.
You could do it with 1, but the tendency is for the thread to snap as you gather.
Well, especially when it's that big, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you're better doing...
issue. In the 80s, back in the 1980s,
yeah.
I used to do, what do you need? I used to do wedding dresses that had ruffles galore. And I used to start off by gathering them. In the end, I got to, you can buy a foot to do it now, but in the end, I used to put the end under the machine like this, and then just get my scissors and just feed it through and do gathers, because you just get so into it, because you know that you normally need 3 times the amount of fabric than you do for the actual finished gathering length, and you just sit there gathering it up.
You must have gotten very good at that.
Well, the only way I could live was just, I was working in theatre.
More gathering, more gathering. No.
Oh, no, I tell you what it is.
It's not in right.
Oops. It's the tension's gone on the top back bobbin again.
Oh dear.
Right, should be. I haven't got my glass on. Just thread it up again, it should be fine. And have a look at the...
Have you got the thing to hold the thread in?
Have a look at the book. Where's it? Oh, there it is. It's about all over there. Also, check what's happened the other day was the bobbin got a bit caught up as well. So we just need to re-thread. You're right there.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the book. Brand new today, £16.99. Comes in different sections. You've got a kiddie section, a grown-up section, a homeware section, and a bag section at £16.99. There you go. There's the skirt that we're about to do.
Okay, let's
right, just check your bobbin. Hang on. Just check that hasn't... No, it's all right. Okay, should be all right now.
Try again. Moment of truth. That sounds better. Ta-da! Good work.
Right, okay, so we get back to the bottom panel of the skirt.
Yeah.
You've got a big stitch on, ready to gather it up.
Yeah. And then at about 2/8. Now the first end that you do, you want to go back on yourself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Oh.
The very end. Because if you start out without going back on yourself, you'll gather, and as you gather, it'll fall off the other end.
Do you not gather from each end?
No, I do it from one end to the other.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, is there a pattern for the skirt, please? Sandra, it's in the book here, look. It's in the book here. It's called the Tiered Skirt. It's all in this beautiful new Tanya Whelan book. It's all in there. Oh, right.
And then I've left myself very long ones at the other end.
Okay. Oh yes, you've done one. You're doing another one now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now I'm going to do another one.
So
another 2/8 of an inch.
You do yours like, you know the rufflet tape you get for curtains?
Yes.
You finish one end of that off, don't you? You sew that one end up and then pull the other one down, yeah.
I don't suppose I'd really thought about doing it the other way, to be honest. You know, doing it from the either end to the middle.
Yes, yeah.
It does make sense because you've got less threads,
if you are
haven't you?
doing a really, really long ruffle to go around, like if you think about, well, you won't remember, but in the 80s, the wedding dresses were enormous.
Well, I've seen the pictures of my mum's, so I know as much of that.
Thanks for
Does that make you feel a bit sad? Sorry,
yeah.
Didn't think of that.
But if you think of how much, you couldn't ever gather that up in one direction. You have to do...
Yeah. There's like lots of
lots
short,
and lots and lots, and just gather them all up. Yeah, exactly.
I'd love to have a go with the machine, though. You know, the foot that you can get.
The rufflet machine's brilliant.
Is it brilliant?
Or I started saying, oh, box pleats would be nice, because box pleats are much easier.
It's a lot easier.
Much easier than I think. Anyway, so
yes.
You start pulling that up.
Yeah, and then just keep that tension on this side.
Yeah.
Make sure you're holding the threads evenly.
Yeah.
Because if you
coming in, there you go.
If you hold onto one slightly shorter than the other, you'll end up with a twisted.
Yes.
So just keep pulling that along. And then when this starts to get long, just tighten that up a little bit.
Yeah. And have you measured the length of that panel there, so you know how long you're supposed to be gathering this up to?
I did it by eye, if I'm honest.
You?
But yeah, you can measure it.
No, that's fine.
Measure it.
Well, no, because there's nothing worse than if you spend ages gathering and then you put it down, you're like, oh, I've done twice as much as I need to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's really pain. There we go.
Okay.
Almost there.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, there's lots of people in the office, lots of noise going on in the office today.
It's exciting. There's lots of people in there.
It's Monday. Have you not done a Monday before?
I usually do Mondays.
Oh, Mondays are management days. All the management days on Monday. Only got about 8 minutes left.
Oh, right, okay. There we go. That's about the right length.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is then trim these off a little bit. Because I know this is the right amount of gathers, I'm just going to tie that up.
Yes, because they're not even, but you know it's the right length.
And then, because when I'm evening them out, I don't want them to fall out again.
Yes. So you just do a double little granny knot at the end there.
Exactly. Do that there.
That's a technical term, granny knot, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Then you have to even them up, don't you?
Yeah, so if I can show you here.
I'll move that out of the way.
Thank you. And then I'm just going to keep pushing them till they look approximately even.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, so this bit, so you have to do by eye. The only good thing about doing it from each end is you mark the centre, so you know that each side is even. Equal, But on a little skirt like this, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, and if it's the first time you've done gathering, and also if it's the sixth time you've done it on this skirt, you'll be really good by the last one. I'll do it as evenly as I can in the time, but you could spend hours just twiddling them around, but thanks. It's very satisfying, isn't it?
No, it's a little flat bit here. That's all. I don't think you've seen that little flat bit.
There we go. So
that's it. But as you say, the thing is, the whole thing about the skirt is it doesn't have to be even gathering because it's that, as long as it's not all in 6 inches, but you know what I mean? It's a little girl's play skirt, so it can be all, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be, it can be random, not formal.
It doesn't have to be like the most perfect gathering you've ever seen.
Oh, actually, that's looking pretty perfect, though.
Not bad.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
That will do nicely.
Right.
So what we do is then get this one.
Okay, this one's finished.
That one's finished. Go away with that one. Right, so lie this flat, like that.
Yeah.
And then match your seams up. And again, like we did this morning, you pop a pin in one end. It will want to twist around a little bit because of the gathers, but get it as flat as you can. The other end as well.
Yeah.
And the middle. And then you just want to evenly distribute those pins throughout the... See, now it looks like it's really long.
Stop muttering.
Sorry, look, it's got an extra bit of gather on it.
Oh, yes.
That's all right, we'll just do it like that.
Yeah. So you're just pinning now the gathered edge to the straight edge, which is the bottom of the panel before it.
Exactly.
But because they're both straight, they were both straight anyway, they're going to work their way around.
Yeah, so they do struggle to match up.
Yeah.
But if you see...
So if this happened in real life, like our gathered one is a little bit too short, you can just break a couple of the stitches, can't you? And just ease it out
a little bit,
But also, you want it sort of flat at the end, because I presume you're going to sew a side seam, are you, down here?
Yeah, you're going to...
So you don't want full gathers going into the side seam, really, do you?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we'll do that. And actually, what you have to be careful of as well is that you don't do right side to wrong side and then wrong side to right side, because the fabric's the same colour on both sides. You can end up with that hem sticking up this way and that one going in that way.
Sometimes that looks quite nice.
Yes, exactly. If you do it on purpose, then absolutely.
If a designer did that, we'd all pay a fortune for it. We'd go, oh, it's meant to be like that.
Oh, yeah, it was supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
People don't believe me when I say things like that about the things I've made. They can sniff me out.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to be back to front, you say.
Yeah, exactly.
It's supposed to have one sleeve.
Yeah, my worst one was having a very small amount of fabric and then cutting that fabric upside down. So I had one piece at the back that was the wrong side.
Oh,
and I was like, it's a design choice.
Yes.
No one really believed me. No, shocker. Right, so I've moved my stitch length back to 2.8.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to go along and do the stitches.
Okay,
stitch that down.
We're nearly done, actually, aren't we? We haven't got that much to do.
No, we're doing well. Okay. Pop that on. And just keep trying to keep those gathers even.
Is it 5/8 of an inch seam allowance again?
It is, yeah. And what should have happened is that your gathering is 2/8 and 2/8, so that's 4/8. So then your 5/8 is just longer than it, so it won't catch it in the... Yeah. So you won't be able to see them on the outside, basically.
But even if you did, you can just, once it's stitched into place, you can pull the gathers out anyway, can't you? Because the gathering stitch out, because you're never going to see... It's all held in by your seam anyway.
Yeah, the seam holds everything into place once it's done. And I was toying with the idea actually that you might be able to stitch between the two lines of gathering.
Yeah.
And it might make it really even, but I haven't tried it.
No, I wouldn't try that.
But then you'd obviously have to take the whole thing off again. You'd have to really unpick it well.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Here we go.
I made my friend Dawn's wedding dress as her present.
Oh, wow. That's a good present.
80... Hang on, I was working at Theatre Clwyd, so that would have been 83 to 84. Anyway, in those days, I used to smoke. I don't condone it, right? And I was delivering. I lived in North Wales. I was working at Theatre Clwyd, and she lived in Chester. And I was driving in the snow to deliver the dress, right? And I was in the car like this, driving on like this. And I got finished with the cigarette, and I flicked it out the window like that, and it bounced back off the window into the back seat where the wedding dress was. You've never seen anyone stop their car so quickly. And they're like in the Welsh countryside like this, wafted in this wedding dress.
Did it catch?
Didn't catch, no.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah. Right.
So say no to cigarettes.
Yes. If only to save your wedding dress.
Yes, exactly.
So what I do then, because this fabric's quite tough to
yes,
just do a zigzag along that edge as well.
Do you cut it down or do you leave the full?
I left the full gathering in because I think it looks quite nice.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
So what I'll do is just do that quick
there.
Zigzag on the end because I think we're getting close, aren't we?
And then we went to the wedding and she put me on Steve, the man she married, was an engineer. When we are going back to early 80s. And so we're sitting at this wedding. And suddenly, like, the groom, the bride's dad stood up and said, oh, I just want to thank John for the wedding dress. It's gorgeous. And they went, what, did you buy the wedding dress then? I went, no, I made it. And they were like, what? What? A bloke made a wedding dress? What? What? Like, oh, it was really uncomfortable.
I hope that's changing somehow a little bit now.
Of course it is. It's a different generation.
Yeah. I did enjoy that on my wedding day, though. Oh, I made it. Yeah. Oh, that was fun. If only just for the story, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than anything else. Right. So we have this. I think we've got time to just stitch the two sides together.
Yeah.
There we go.
So what would happen? We've gone a little bit excess here, but this would come up the end here. But you can just chop it off, can't we, for now?
That's fine.
What's the matter, Timothy? Oh, 2 minutes left.
All right. That's all right. Very speedy.
This is a director who can't tell the time.
Does he need a red clock to be pointing out to him like me?
Yeah.
There we go.
He just can't work out how many minutes from 11:53 to the top of the hour is. You see, that's what the problem. Right. Okay. So you've got your two sections.
Yeah. And what I've done is I've pre-pressed that down so you could see what that hem is.
Yeah, of course.
But you want to open that up and make sure you've got that nice and even across there.
And then do you match all the seams as you go along, the roughly seams?
As much as you can, try and get it to look like one continuous panel.
Now, under the arms, you had one going up and one going down. On the skirt, do you have them both going in the same direction? You know, like this seam allowance going up. You'd always have all
you'd go from the top down, from the bottom up, so that you make sure your hems are the right length. There you go. Make sure I'm on a straight stitch.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do it in a minute, it's fine. I'll get ready to run back with the book. When are you in next? Do you know? Keep sewing.
February the 15th, I think, something like that.
Yeah. Well, it's February, tomorrow, day after tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm away. I'm going to Poland in the middle.
Oh, are you?
I am, yeah. It's -2, apparently.
What are you going there for?
We're going with some friends.
Oh.
We're going to go and stay in warm places and have beers.
Oh,
and
nice.
Wrap up warm.
I've never been to Poland.
Oh, you should. It's lovely. There we go.
So you stitch the two side seams together to make the finished skirt.
Yep.
But then you've got, that's what you'd have. Once it's sewn together, that's what you'd basically have, isn't it? And then did you just do exactly the same as you did with the blouse? You just did rows of shearing. Because that top bit is turned over.
Yeah. You fold that over.
The top is folded over.
But that
Did you machine that down, or is that, how's that?
I've stitched that down.
Stitched that down.
Yeah.
And then you literally run your shearing elastic, 4 rows of shearing elastic through the rectangle. Right, I've got to leave you, Deborah.
Oh.
I'll leave you saying that. Thank you ever so much indeed.
Thank you.
I'll see you on the... I don't know if... Oh, I'm not in on the 15th. It's not me on the 15th, it'll be Natasha or Amy.
Well,
right, okay, quickly. Bundles. The one that Deborah's just been demonstrating is this one here. Comes in 2 different sizes. Ages 1 to 6, which is that one there. So you get 1 metre of the purple and 2 metres of the grey. And the thread and the shirring elastic, £27.99. You also get that one in the 7 to 14. And that one, the difference between that is you just get an extra ½ metre of the grey. There it is. Oops. Graphics out. Yeah, it doesn't matter, it's fine. Next, watermelon, which is the one that Deborah had already made. Same scenario, 1 to 6, where you get 1 metre of that and 2 metres of this. And the thread, this and that. You get 1 metre of the watermelon and 2 metres of the vanilla. And then the bigger size, the 7 to 14, you get 1 metre of the watermelon and 2.5 metres of the vanilla, plus the thread and the shirring elastic. There's the graphics, that, $34.99. And then last but not least, we've got the floral splendor, which is the most popular out of all of them. We've got ages 1 to 6, not gauges, ages 1 to 6. You got 1 metre of this and 2 metres of the antique white, and you've got the... Please check out your baskets. And then 7 to 14 is the last option. The most popular is the 7 to 14 in this bundle, most popular out of all of them, £30 and 49 pence. Okay, and then the book, brand spanking new today. Oh, we never did those. Never mind. Okay, book, gorgeous, brand new today, Tanya Whelan, comes in 4 sections, bags, homeware, children's and grown-ups, $16.99. Brand spanking new, and you've got patterns in the back, you've got templates throughout the book. It's just a really, really lovely book, that one. £16 and 99 pence. Okay, now, I'm not in tomorrow, I'm having a day off at last, 1 day off I've got off. Tomorrow, Natasha's in, and here is her menu. Raglan sleeve top with Jennifer Taylor. Houndstooth table runner with Lucy Brennan. Oh, she's got guests all day. 10 o'clock shirt dress with Jennifer Taylor. And then 11 o'clock the quick step quilt with Lucy Brennan and Natasha. I'm back on Wednesday. And remember, it's our birthday on Wednesday. We've got a week of celebration. There's competition. Do you know what? There's amazing competition. There's a competition for every single day of the week, right? I don't know if it's gone out yet, the advert. But there's another one for the end of the week where the prize is over £700. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you that. I only know because I've done the voiceover. Anyway, thank you for spending the morning with me. Remember, on Sky, it does go on a loop now, so you can watch it all day long. On YouTube, you can watch any show, anytime, just by putting in Sewn Quarter and the date. Free view, it'll stop. And on our website, it carries on going on the website until a loop until tomorrow morning, until Natasha joins you at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. So all it leaves me to say is I'm absolutely shattered. I will see you on Wednesday morning for the birthday celebrations, and enjoy Natasha tomorrow.
Sewn Quarter's first birthday is on Wednesday the 31st of January, and we have a week of special shows to celebrate. Finishing off the first morning of our birthday party at 11 AM, John and Natasha are taking part in a fun sewing challenge in the Great Sewn Quarter Sew-Off. Guest designers Lucy Brennan and Victoria Peat will guide our presenters through an hour of sewing against the clock. It's certain to be a show full of fun and laughter. Join us to see what Natasha and John will create, along with expert tips from our brilliant designers. So tune in at 11 AM on Wednesday the 31st of January for our first ever Sewn Quarter Sew-Off competition. Only on Sewn Quarter, Freeview Channel 78 or Sky Channel 678.